Yeah.
Oh, hi! I didn't see you come in.
Hello.
It's time for AFK here on the Mighty Loading Ready Live Video Entertainment Network. My name's Ian Horner, and joining me is a cavalcade of basement dwellers today.
Well, hang on a second.
It can't be. We're in the basement, right?
Yeah, but I don't live in a basement.
No, but we do while we're playing. And while we're playing is all the time that we're here. And today, what we're playing is Mahjong, the ancient Chinese art that we're going to be learning the Japanese rules of here. So let's get some business out of the way here. First of all, joining me today are
Matt.
Kathleen.
Not Kathleen.
and special guest
Andre!
who's going to be guiding us through some of the introductory rules to this this auspicious game. But before we get into that, we got a couple pieces of business to get out of my mouth, and that is we need to remind you that all of our AFK streams here at Loading Ready Run are sponsored by our good folks at Wormwood Gaming. They make all sorts of things with leather on them and wood, and you know the deal. Wormwood Gaming, the bones of trees and the skins of beasts, are not valid in Hong Kong.
Fuck.
Actually, it is valid in Hong Kong because
It's
it's
not our
worldwide.
table. Don't mess it up.
Yeah.
It is. Whatever you want to buy at Wormwood, use the code LRR when you check out for free shipping in the United States of America, and anywhere else in the world, you can use LRR World to get $10 off that shipping. Also, all of these streams of AFK, as well as all of our streams, are sponsored by you, the viewer, by your general and generous support over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Thank you so much for your support. It helps us do things like this, and also go to Magic Fest, which a bunch of people are going to be doing later on. Don't even worry about it.
We'll
Andre,
talk about that.
Yes, Ian.
what can you tell me about Mahjong? Because it's a game that I avoid like the plague whenever I'm playing Yakuza, because it's complicated.
It's very complicated, and
You're not supposed to say that.
You're supposed to say it's simple.
Mahjong is an easy game to learn and an incredibly hard game to master. You can get into it really quickly, but then there's so many finicky bits that, well, you're going to keep learning and playing. I'm still learning. I've been playing for a couple years now, but whatever. I get beat up all the time in this game. So
So it's like chess.
Wait, is
Yes.
beating people up part of the game?
well, in Yakuza it is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Like you know these are finger bones, right?
So we've already split the tiles initially just to get the game going. So I figure we'll just do initial quick hand just to work through how this game is actually played. So I'm gonna get you guys to push your walls sort of forward a little bit to make a little bit of a square as we go. So each of these, there's 4 walls here. We have
It's Tiananmen Square.
Okay.
so we
Locked
have
in China.
So starting as dealer today, we have Ian. He'll be east seat. So in Mahjong, things go mostly counterclockwise. So the next wind will be Matt in south wind. Then Kathleen will have west wind, and then Alex will have north wind. And it follows that order for wins for rounds of play, as well as most scoring. Although when we're taking tiles from the wall, we're going to be going clockwise to remove tiles. So we need the dice. I think they're on your corner.
They're right next to
We have stream dice.
Oh.
So the dealer rolls first in the center. This is going to be determining what wall will be the break wall. So 11. So counting from Ian, 1 going counterclockwise.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So it'll be Kathleen. So Kathleen, you're going to roll for the cut on your wall. This is going to be breaking your wall.
Oh, that's
so
wild.
from your rightmost tile, you're going to count 12 tiles in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And you're going to make a break after that tile. Yeah, push the tiles sideways. Just these tiles.
Sorry.
Just push them sideways.
Oh.
And make a little break.
Away.
Oh.
So now you're going to count 7 tiles back. 1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And push the tiles to the right away. You want to make sure you have all 7.
Yeah, keep
include
that seventh
include that
one.
7. There you go.
Yeah.
So these tiles that we have separated out, these are the dead wall.
This one?
So those tiles will mostly not be used for this game. Now, next thing we have to do is we have to determine the Dora. So we are playing Japanese Riichi Mahjong, which means that we have a Dora and a Dora indicator. So the third tile from the left of that pile, so that'll be this tile there. You're going to flip that and reveal that. So we've revealed the 8 of bamboo. Now, this is not the Dora, it's the Dora indicator. The next tile in sequence is the Dora.
So 9 of bamboo.
So the 9 of bamboo is Dora and is worth an additional Yaku. Now, that's for scoring. We'll get to scoring at the end of the first round. We're not going to worry too much about it yet.
It's a lot of words.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
words, and I'm going to try to avoid as much lingo as possible,
Like,
just
we're
to keep
going to be
things simple.
lost at first, and
Yeah.
then we won't be.
And yes, that's exactly how I felt. Of note, for the players, the Yaku that Dora gave you is not enough to win a hand from. It doesn't count. It's just points.
Bonus only.
It's bonus only. So you still need to one more Yaku to actually go out of your hand. Yes.
What's a Yaku?
A Yaku is one of the way your hand is shaped. So in a Mahjong hand, you have 14 tiles for a finished hand. You have sets of 3 and a pair. So you have 4 sets of 3 and then 1 pair, which is the head tiles. These make either in a set like 3 threes, for example, or a run, 1, 2, 3. So they have to be 4 of those and then a pair. When you change what type of tiles you get, what different combinations, you are forming Yaku. So for example, if you have only sets like say 3 threes, 3 fours, 3 fives, 3 sixes, and then some pair, you have all sets. So and sets are referred to as pawns. P-O-N. I'll be calling them pawns for the rest. Runs are referred to as cheese. So I'll be using pawns and cheese. So all pawn, that is worth 2 Yaku and is a valid hand. If all your tiles, for example, are 2 through 8, so you have like 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, maybe 3 sevens and 3 eights, and then your pair as well is also is a pair between 2 and 8, that would be a simple hand. So that would be a 1, that's be Tanyo, it's 1 Yaku. So those are different ways of forming your hands, and these are what the players will be trying to make while they acquire their. So it's a little more complicated than
So
say
we're building to templates.
you're building the templates. Exactly. That's a really good point.
If I may, the idea is that if you didn't have these Yaku hands to go off of, most of the games would just end up being very simple hands going out.
Yes, and
this complicates and extends the game.
this complicates. So without these Yakus, you're playing another form of Mahjong, usually Hong Kong style Mahjong, where you're just trying to build a hand as quickly as possible and then go out. And what you have is irrelevant as long as you have sets and pawns and cheese.
This is all about posing and being really cool.
And basically taking a simple game and making it as complicated as possible.
Yeah.
So so that will be what they'll be building towards. And then we have a special rule at the end called Furiten, which is you can't discard the tiles that you're going to win on when you're trying to steal them from other people. So let's get players' hands up. So Ian, you're still dealer, even though the wall break is over there by Kathleen. So you're going to take 4 tiles. So the first tile we take are from the immediately to the left, because we're going to go around this way. So you're going to take 4, and when everyone needs to draw 1 tile, you draw 1, and then the next tile will be from the bottom. So in this case, you can take no.
Oh, right.
So you go down in
1,
columns.
2, 3, 4.
Exactly. So then it goes counterclockwise around the table.
So
So
I
you
take
take 4.
You
Yep.
chonk it.
Then you take 4.
So do I take these 4?
Yep. You take those 4. And now you do this 3 times. So this will give you 12 tiles. I think.
The counterclockwise is
It messes a lot of people up initially.
I'm really used to playing clockwise
Yeah.
for most things.
So now Ian will take 1, and then continue 1 around the table. That'll be Kathleen.
that one's
This is
Kathleen's.
Kathleen's. And then Ian, you'll be dealer, so you'll take your so that will be your first draws tile.
So it's
So
essentially
now
my
this
first
is
draw.
because you're gonna sort your hand and figure out what you want. Especially when you're beginning, I recommend sorting it into the suits. So we have 3 primary suits. We have got bamboo, we've got pins, we've got character tiles. The character tiles are all kanji, so if you don't recognize what they are, we'll sort of count and point as we go. We also have winds, which are north, south, east, and west, and then we have which are conveniently displayed on the overlay. So we can see that it's east round right now, and our seats are set as well. And then we also have dragon tiles. We have red dragon, we have white dragon, and we have green dragon. So while the players are sorting their hands, let me just filter it.
Andre,
Yes.
somebody in the chat was saying that they think that you might have been somebody who taught them Mahjong at PAX. Was that something that you were doing?
I don't think I've ever taught anyone Mahjong at PAX before. I've actually only been to 1 PAX to my sadness. I've been told, but maybe it's possible I talked with someone.
All right.
Vicariously, I have sent my knowledge to you from the past. So when when we're to continue the play, when Ian is ready, since he's already drawn his first tile, he will be discarding a tile to end his turn, basically. Then it will continue around. Just on your turn, you're going to draw a tile and discard a tile. Now, there are some special actions you can take, such as declaring Richi, which is saying, I'm in Tempai, which is a ready hand, and I'm ready to win, at which point you can't change your hand anymore. Or declaring a Khan, which is a 4 of a kind. Those are about the only actions you can take on your turn.
Okay.
And so it's just draw, figure out what you want to discard, and discard. So Ian, you're going to discard to right here whenever you're ready.
Yep, so I am. I do not have those conditions, and I will discard.
Okay, so in Mahjong, Japanese Rishi Mahjong, the discards are important to each individual player. Each individual player will have their own discard space. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, and so you can track which ones
Which
you
are
can't
your
win.
discards.
Yeah.
So
Should like live here.
so because of shaping, it's going to start here. You're going to go on the top left. If you're going to call any
gonna go
players,
there, about
so
there.
you're going to build 3 rows down
Ooh,
total.
3.
So that's why it's going to be so setting wise for space. It's going to be about there because you can go 3 down and 6 over.
Okay.
So if another player wanted this tile, they could call it. So if you had, say, 2 9s and you wanted to pawn this, you would declare pawn, and any player could take that if you have 2 9s. If you had a run, say you had the 7 and an 8, and you want to take that, the only player who can chi, which is take a run, is the next player. So if, Alex, if you had 7 8 and you really won this 9,
Yeah.
you're out of luck.
Darn.
But if you wanted it, you could call chi, and at which point you take 3 tiles, you're going to put them into your right-hand corner. And once that happens, I will show how because they're formatted based on who you're taking it
So you can only take the tiles from the center if you are
actively using
making.
them. Yes.
Yeah. So you can't just like start harvesting them to.
Correct.
So and you can't take it if you're like, oh, I can get another one and make a pair. It
Correct.
has to be it has to be a group of 3
Because you are, or 4,
or
you can
4.
call a con, which is if you have all 3 of them and you want to take that 4th one, you can call a con,
Right.
which will has its own rules and will flip more tiles and get new things. So if a con shows up, we'll show you how to work through it. But at that point, you have to reveal those tiles that you're calling upon or chi on, move them to your corner, and at that point, once you've made your first call, your hand is now open. Right now, all your players' hands are closed, so for purposes of the Yaku on the sheet, your hand is closed. And stays closed until you do something to reveal tiles. So at this point, usually in professional Mahjong, there's a 3-second wait, and then but no one cares.
It's
So
just like 1,
So
2,
I
3
draw.
draft.
you draw,
Okay.
and so a lot of times you'll see players put it on top of their row so that they know they don't confuse which one they've drawn,
Yeah.
and they put it sideways because they won't fall off then. Because then what they can do is they can figure out where they want to set it, and then they move their tiles around. Because real professionals don't keep their tiles in order like I do,
Yeah.
because they can just shape their hand in their mind. I can't do that,
We can be noobs.
Oh, and they play faster.
and they play way fast.
Have you ever seen like old Chinese ladies like playing mahjong? Like,
Well, it's much easier in Hong Kong style when you're not keeping track of, when you're not trying to shape a hand. You're just trying to make sets of 3.
interesting.
It's much easier.
So.
So yeah, right about there, and that'll be good.
All right.
And then just play continues like that. You turn and take the top, and then go down each time.
Okay, so hold on. If I want to say pawn, that's a run of 3, right?
Yeah.
Pawn is 3 of a kind.
3 of a
What's
kind.
the other one?
Chi.
Chi.
Chi? Chi?
Yep. So you take that tile.
Yep.
You're gonna put it in the right hand corner, and now you're gonna show your 2 tiles that you're using to make it.
Huh.
Okay. So
Oh no, I effed up. That's a 7.
that's a 7.
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
fine.
well,
Just back up.
I'm glad I made that
Roll it
mistake.
back.
We can roll it back.
Boop, boop.
Also, I have one question. Sorry, before we continue. This is concealed and just kind of here.
That's just there. So you know
Okay.
that there are there's 4 of every tile in the game. So somewhere there are 3 8s because you know where one currently is.
Yeah.
You know that there's 1 4 here. You know there's 1 9 of pins here. So there's a limited economy of tiles.
I was gonna say
Does
like
that stay there?
Yes.
yeah, this dead wall represents the uncertainty in the game.
Yes.
Because you can account for everything except
Whatever's in
whatever's in there.
Those 13 unknown tiles.
This kind of reminds me of how when you play Love Letter, you burn 1 card.
Yes.
So you can have perfect information except for 1 card.
Yep.
Well, it's how like Gin Rummy is easy to play because you can just you have perfect, like there's no reserve, so you can count the cards.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? So
I've heard you're a beast in Jin Rummy.
Yes.
If
I too have heard this.
I'll play one day. Just you can't get a lot of people to play with you, so I'm probably out of practice and not good at it. But that's okay. So I draw a tile from up here.
Yep, you take the topmost.
Cool.
I'll drop my tracking cards here, so which is exactly what you want. Start with that. Hey, there we go.
Okay.
It's a 1.
That is a 1 character tile.
Man.
1, 2, and 3 are the easiest because they're just literal 3 horizontal lines.
Bars, yeah.
Okay, so if you're gonna make a set, or it's gonna take me a while to remember which one's
Cheese and pawns.
Yeah. If I'm gonna make a pawn or a cheat, like, do I need to reveal that, or
If you're going to take it, you have to reveal it. So if you say, but if you're just building it in your hand, you just build it.
If it's drawn, keep it hidden.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
if you're just have the information in your hand, that's really good because closed hands are always better and worth more points than open hands, almost universally.
Interesting.
Opening your hands lets you get the tiles you need and get them easier at the cost of some hands aren't valid anymore.
where am I discarding?
You're discarding to right there.
Yeah.
And now that you have a reference point, you'll just be building side by side.
Okay.
So that was the 7 of characters.
7. Okay.
And then it just
Oh,
continues.
right, and we're done.
So until you make any calls, you should have 13 tiles in your hand after your discard each time. Because a full hand is 14 tiles. So when you draw a tile,
Right.
the other fun thing about calls is that it can potentially skip players. So if Ian discards a tile that Alex wants and the calls it a pawn, it goes to Alex's turn, and Matt and Kathleen lose their turn because the next play goes to Ian.
Whoa, lame.
Ripperoni.
And yes, you can do this consecutively.
Jeez.
And that's a 5?
Correct.
There's a
We've
5
got
of,
the cheat sheet for that.
of characters.
Unfortunately, they're using a very stylized version of the 5. It's a lot easier to tell when it's the straight Japanese because it's just 5
I believe
lines.
these are Chinese, actually.
Yeah.
Chinese characters. So,
Well, I mean, like everything else, they sort of stole it back and forth, right?
yeah. I believe Mahjong is originally a Chinese game.
Hell yeah.
And back.
Okay. Pawn is 3 of a kind.
3 of a kind.
Yeah.
Pawn.
So you reveal each your tiles, just knock them forward.
Boop.
Yeah. Right.
Oh.
So then you
And
take.
pull that.
So you take that. So now we have a pawn. So you're gonna put your 3 tiles. Now one the tile that you took from Ian is still part of his discards. So you need to indicate,
I took it from Matt.
or from Matt. So you need to indicate who it's from. So because Matt is the player on your left, it'll be on the left position. So you're gonna put the 5 sideways on the
Like that?
There we
yeah,
go.
and then put the whole box into the corner.
If it had been Alex, you'd use the far rightmost.
And
if it was me,
Ian, it'd be in the middle.
middle one.
Oh.
So now you know that, so if he goes out, the 5 is still one of his discarded tiles. So it's for relevant of what tiles he can still steal from other players at the end of the game.
Huh. Wild. Who the hell's turn is it?
She just discarded, so it's your turn.
Okay, you're at 13?
Did I
Oh,
discard?
you have to
1, 2,
discard
3,
still.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, I did not.
Yeah, 12, 13, 14, because you had because like you count the tiles in your side.
Yeah. Because they're still technically part of your hand.
Yeah, part of your hand, but now her hand is open. And anything that requires closed can't be done. So she can't, for example, reach if she has. So you're gonna put it beside it. You're gonna build 6 sideways.
Having
This is kind of tense.
It can be a little bit tense when you first start because there's so much variation in this game. But once you get through a hand or two, it becomes like, right.
I got a question.
Yes.
Do you have to keep the tile you drew, or can you pitch it?
No, you can draw and pitch.
Yeah.
You draw and pitch all the time.
Yeet.
You yoded it.
That was very accurate placement, so I'd say that's a Kobe.
Ooh.
So,
Yep.
go to
The
you.
proceeds to the Ian.
The tiles look delicious. Careful, you'll have an overdose of Mahjong tiles.
I don't.
They definitely do look like really tasty.
Yeah, Tamago.
Creamsicle.
Creamsicle.
Ooh.
2 people.
I want ice cream.
Oh,
James?
that sucks.
James only gets 1 flavor of ice cream for us.
Really?
Disappointment.
Oh.
So
That's true.
Make up for it with volume.
I'm gonna describe my play here because something came up that is very apparent.
Okay.
I'm discarding this because 2 of them are out.
Yeah.
So I know I can't make
But
a...
you can get, so you
Pawn.
can't make a pawn with it. You could still use it as a run, or you could use it as a head. So because a head is a pair, so only
Right.
like 2 of them. So there are other uses. What's really it is possible that if you're trying to work on something that is terminals, so terminal hands are ones that have like each set of 3 has a terminal in it. So 1, 2, 3 would still be a terminal hand. It doesn't need to just be 1, 1, 1, for example. So if you have 7, 8, 9, that's part of a terminal, or 3 9s would be part of a terminal. So can't do 3 9s, but you can still make it with cheese. But if you're not doing pins or pawns, then it's fine. You can get rid of them.
Excuse me.
This is difficult.
You can do it.
There's so many things.
There are so many things, actually.
So
You know, I'm actually going to keep that one.
So maybe a little quieter because the tabletop itself is felt lined. So when you put it, it has a deadening sound.
I guess I'll get rid of this instead.
My strat right now is just attempting to make a valid hand, and
Yeah.
then once I've got that, check to see if it's a yakkoing hand,
Yeah.
just for simplicity's sake.
Yep.
Sounds good.
And you can always go on all pawns. Is easy. So like sets of 3 will always make it. Runs is usually a little harder. Oftentimes you're doing inside hands or outside hands when you're doing runs.
What does an inside hand and an outside hand mean? Sorry.
So if your hand is only tiles 2 through 8, it's simples. It's the inside tiles.
Okay.
If your sets of 3 involves 1s, 9s, or the the Yakko high tiles, which are your dragons and your winds, then you have a terminal and honors hand.
Okay.
So generally, terminals and honors work well together, and simples work well together.
You don't want to mix and match.
So I have a question. Can I take any discard, or have to take the
No,
most recent
has
one?
to take. You can only take a discard that is immediately being discarded.
Okay. So once it's gone
Once
forever.
it's gone, it's gone.
And
So
you can,
that's the
and I can
available.
only take it if I'm making like a run
Yep.
or
Cheer upon.
So
Cheap on a con. Or winning.
yes.
And so quite occasionally you get calls happening at the exact same time. So someone will want a chi while someone else wants a pawn. In this case, there's a priority. So Rons always take precedent over pawns, which take precedent over cheese. So winning over sets of 3 over runs.
All right. Go ahead.
I want that.
Okay.
Have it.
So you just
I have to
reveal your 2 tiles and make the appropriate call. So this is a chi because it's a set. It's a run of 3, so it's a chi. And then you're going to put in
Indicate.
all 3 tiles. Yeah.
Like so, to show
Correct.
that it's Kathleen.
Yep.
If it was Matt, it would be
In the middle.
there.
Yep.
If it was Ian, it would be like that.
Absolutely correct. And so notice that it's the tile you take is the one that's moved. The rest stay in sequential order as needed. Doesn't matter too much.
And I need
but-
to pitch now.
And then you still need to discard because you took a card. This is effectively drawn from Kathleen. So your hand is up to 14. So to end your turn, you reduce it by 1. The first dragon. So this is the white dragon.
White dragon in a snowstorm with its eyes closed.
Yep. I don't know if that's a good idea to discard, but we'll figure it out.
So there's different thoughts on it. Like if you discard your dragons quickly at the beginning of the game, it both makes harder for players to build them and less likely that someone's going out on them. Whereas potentially, if you hang on to them, you can try to draw more dragons as the longer the game goes on.
It's a
So,
greed mechanic.
It's very greedy. So Mahjong is stylized traditionally as a gambling game. So you buy into it, and then after your points are exchanges, you would be sharing money.
It's interesting because it takes a second to wrap your head around it because when you win a hand, you don't just win all the points.
Yeah.
So like what we should be doing. Oh. No,
Appar-
I'm broke.
Apparently you're out.
Phones on the table.
So, fun fact is, on the Mahjong table itself, it's etiquette not to have anything except the game pieces. So in tournament Mahjong especially, you can't even have your phone, your drink, nothing. Those are all go on side tables next to you.
So how are we going to penalize Ian for putting his phone on the table?
Well, he has to do at least 1 extra sub at the end.
Okay. And 5 push-ups.
I think I can work. I think we work half.
Who's up?
Yeah.
I've gone. Go ahead.
So you discarded, so it's Ian's.
Oh no,
I did that.
Oh, did we
and then
win?
I did that.
Oh, you've already gone. Okay.
Eh.
So it's back to you then.
8.
8.
Excuse me.
It's the greed sound from is it a Kagi or
What the?
Oh, what's the guy's name?
Andre,
Ultimate Survivor? Yes.
what's
Yeah.
the difference between those?
So, you want me to show you?
Yeah,
I mean,
What is
let
the
me make a
difference
cheat card.
between those?
Kaiji.
Explain
because
to
they
the
look
class.
similar.
I'm gonna draw all 4 here.
Well, we've all got 30,000 points.
Yeah.
We started at
Start with that.
30,000.
Yeah.
Let's say it's of inflation here.
Like I
It's
can
like
tell that
your-
they're different,
your,
but like,
chips that
did these
you
not go
buy in
together?
With, right?
No, I'm just gonna draw the 4 wins here. What was the other one?
Yeah, that's the one thing on here that isn't
They're here.
specified.
So they.
They're here,
Oh.
down the
Oh.
side,
Oh, there.
Is-
and all the dragons.
so did these go?
They don't. There's no sequence for those.
Okay, but like, is there any reason to get all 4?
If you if you look at your Yaku sheet, and you can see down here.
Oh
set,
well, that's
set. So
not so much.
up here, if you get, but for now you can just use them as terminals and honors.
It's a terminal.
So terminal is 1s and 9s.
Yeah.
Honors
The outside
are
numbers.
wins and dragons. So a set that has a terminal is a terminal set, regardless of whether it's 3 terminals or 1 terminal. So 1, 2, 3 would be a terminal, like a terminal would be part of a terminal, or 1, 1, 1 is also a terminal. Whereas 2, 3, 4 would not be.
I also just realized that there's a cheat sheet here
There's
for.
a cheat sheet for all your, basically all the non-standard tiles.
So
Oh.
I've got 3 7s here, and Alex has
3
a,
5s.
or 3 5s. Sorry, and Alex has a run of 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
What if somebody throws down a 6? Can Alex take that and add to his run?
No.
And I
'cause-
can't add another 5 to mine.
So if you draw a 5, specifically if you draw it, you can say, oh, I have these 3, I can make a con. And you reveal the 4th one, add it, and you get to interact with the dead wall then.
Oh, okay.
So when you make a con, which is 4 of a kind, there's 2 different types. There's an open con and a closed con. You will draw one of these 4 tiles, and you get to reveal a new Dora. So
Oh,
it adds Dora.
Wild.
you get more information.
You explore the Doras.
It's
Pass the DM.
What was the discard?
6 of
Yeah, of
bamboo.
course.
Oh,
I can just see it because it's there.
you can only take the last one discarded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, there's like an active discard going on. No one wants it? Great. It goes here and lives there. No, the tiles do not have cheat numbers on them. So the character numbers have to just know what they say. The other ones are all shapes, so it's easy to. We're not.
Yeah.
These down just a little bit.
I do like the way the setup for how you place the tiles and everything is very specific to sort of encode the game state
Yes.
at any given point. So you can just look at it. Theoretically, if you know what you're doing, you can just look at it and know exactly what's happening.
And when someone locks their hand in with a Ricci, so say Ian was ready to go out and he wants a Ricci, he actually puts the first discard sideways, and it indicates where he declared Ricci on what tile it is.
Because that matters.
It definitely can matter.
Cool.
I'm not making anything with that.
What the heck is that?
That is a 1 of bamboo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a verb.
The 1 is sideways and there's a bird sitting on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, I see. And I can't take that unless it's like it makes 3 of a kind.
3 of a kind or a run.
Or run, yeah.
Yeah, there are many days when I'm just like, I'm sitting across the table from someone and I need just one number, but it's part of a run. I see them discard the card tile and it goes around, and then they discard the same tile and it goes around and they discard the same. I'm like, no, stop! And all 4 go out. You're like, oh.
Well,
Who's up?
I have to make my discard.
Oh, yes.
I'm
So
just trying to think.
a very basic
Based on what's-
hand is like 4 things of 3.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then
two.
a pair of either winds or dragons.
A pair of anything.
Anything.
So you get more points if your head tiles are what's called Yakuhai tiles, which are your dragons or winds, but they can your head can be anything. But they still count towards what you're trying to build. So if you're trying to build a hand of all simples, so 2 to 8, you can't have 1s, 9s, or honor tiles as your head either. So even if all your 4 sets of 3 are all 2 to 8s, your head also has to be in the 2 to 8.
Interesting.
Where's your head at?
oops.
So approximately right here.
Sorry, there's so many decisions being made about what information has been revealed on the table.
Then
Jen-
is it 5?
Yeah.
So generally, when you're starting out, I recommend don't worry too much about what other people are discarding for now until you get a feel of how to build a hand. The only thing you need to worry about is counting whether the number of tiles that you're waiting for, because there's 4 in the game. If 2 of them are on the table, that means there's 2 left. If there's only ever 1 left, you're on a hell wait. You're waiting on 1 tile.
Yeah, no one likes that number. And that's the Dora. That's the funny thing.
That's the Dora. That's worth more points if you had it. Doors can be scary to discard because you're like, we're so many points.
And at this point, I start a new
Burb.
row,
Yes, you'll start a new row.
Draw.
Matt, how do you have 4 discards in your? Oh, wait.
Someone
Because
you pulled from.
you-
Oh, right.
Because we're all
You-
thieves.
You've pulled, and also Alex has skipped.
Duh.
Our fault. You did this.
I'm just gonna do that.
The 3 dragons.
Is that the
don't
one
make
of
us sound together, do they?
characters?
That's the green.
The 3
Green
different
dragon.
colors.
Green
One
dragon.
No, you can't combine
They have
them.
to be the same.
They have no sequence for honor.
Gotcha.
Same goes for the wind. So I believe someone posted the Yaku sheet. That's what they're trying to build earlier. So there's different templates of hands basically, and so they're trying to both shape their hand to make sets of 3s, while also there it is in chat. Thanks Corvus. So they're trying to make at least one of those, but a lot of them can combine together. If you get up to 5 Yaku, you're at a Mangan, which is where the points start getting
was it
really
just-
huge.
And that was my discard. I was like, I've already seen one. That's a bad thing to keep.
So of interesting note, for the person who's scoring, whoever wins the hand, the dealer always earns more points than anyone else at the tailor, but they also pay more points. And if the dealer wins, they get to go again as the dealer. That's 10,000. So we've got these Ricci sticks. So there's 4 denominations. There's 10,000, 5,000, 1,000, and 100.
So big.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a Ricci is of 1,000 points.
They look delicious too.
Right? I just want to.
Please don't eat them.
Okay.
They will be subtracted from your score.
Ooh, these are made of plastic instead of blood ivory.
Yes, they're much cheaper that way. Ethically sourced plastic.
I have some very ancient Mahjong sets in my house that came from Graham's grandmother, and maybe some of them are not something that one should own.
I mean, it's not like you can return them.
No, I know, but like.
So that is very common. So like these are my wife's grandmother's tiles, and they get passed down very often in families.
I don't want that bird.
Wow.
No one wants that bird.
The worst is when you're like, oh, well, I'm not going to use this one, and you discard it, then you immediately draw another one, and then you just keep
Don't.
getting rid of it. You're like, oh, I'm too in. I can't use it now.
Yeah.
The hindsight effect in Mahjong is very strong because you look back and be like, oh, look at this amazing hand I could have built if I had known what I was going to draw.
Yeah. So that set is made of fine Denby bone china.
Bone.
Probably bone.
Bone.
Yeah, it probably is made of bone.
It's probably not China because probably not China porcelain because they can break.
Too
Chip
delicate.
easy. Well, I mean,
But-
when you're
Yeah,
rubbing
because
them around,
you
you're
need
gonna
to shuffle
chip the
them
hell
and you're
out.
gonna chip them.
That's
Oh,
a nine
last of the Dora's
chance.
gone.
Okay.
Yes, the bones of trees.
Okay. That one. I guess at this point I don't really need that one.
Yes, and so there's
White dragon.
there's what it comes down to is like, oh well, I don't want this for my head tile, so you just get rid of your singles, right? And so in some versions, on the first discard, if everyone discards the same win, you reshuffle. We're not playing with that rule as an example, but so there's a lot of technical small rules that we're working with. For chat, if you're interested in looking up what the rule set we're sort of working under, we're playing Ari Japanese Riichi Mahjong using the narrow 1 international rule set. We are not using Chombo. and Ren Hao is going to be a Yakuman, not a Monkin.
Oh wait,
Okay.
hold on. Did you just discard that?
Yep.
That one.
What do I say if I can make a run? Can I do it?
No. So if you want to make like 2, 3, 4, or
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, you can only do that from the person on your left.
That's
Runs
what I
can only
thought.
be stolen from your left.
Okay.
3 of kinds can be stolen at any time.
Okay.
Oh, so like out of your turn?
Exactly.
Ah, I
So
should
you-
pay better
you-
attention.
Yeah, you need to look at the discards.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna
Always be
keep-
paying attention.
I'm gonna keep that one.
ABPA. It's not really.
Always
Easy.
be popping ass.
Yeah, always pop
I
that
try
ass.
to do that, you know. I don't need that one.
I have some bad feelings.
What?
Do you want to talk through them?
Actually,
We're all friends here.
Andre, can you come and look at my hand?
Absolutely.
No, it's fine. I just have some questions.
I
Your
appreciate
concerns.
Yes.
So I
Somebody-
just drew this.
somebody in the chat
So as you can see,
had their way of
go like that.
memorizing what the different
Or-
wind icons are.
Like.
Hmm?
So I've
So
got these three.
Usually when I organize them.
Yeah.
I do
North
this.
looks like
Yeah,
an
yeah.
N.
So this is called.
West has a W in it.
This is very similar to some notes I'm reading off of Andre's card right just next to me.
You probably want to get rid of this
South
because it's
looks
not
like it has a
useful. These are all
lobster.
symbols.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So you could
East
be
is the
making
other one.
sets here.
I only have a
that. This is
how
mnemonic
I
for
organize them.
remembering
Okay,
the,
that's what I thought.
'Cause then
what the
this
actual
way
words
you're
are for
waiting
the
either
compass
fourth
directions, which are
or this
kill
number
his
to make a pawn, which you
men
can take.
now.
You- oh, you're waiting for one
Kita,
of these.
Higashi,
You can also end up doing that. Describing this
Minami,
with this,
Nishi.
that number, and then
Right.
you're waiting on two.
Okay.
Okay.
I just
basically trying to
remember
make
that
one of
West is
these,
the basket
Right.
one.
and then just wait,
The
arrange
rest I
them
don't
so that
know.
you have a pair, and then 2 full sets and 1 tile missing.
Okay.
So when you have when you're close to a hand that you can win on, you're going to be looking for a few different tiles, and when yes, I'm looking at her hand to do a palm reading.
Whoa.
So when you're trying to find specific tiles, those are your tiles that you're waiting on. So they're called your weights. It's always better to try to sit on multiple weights because you have a higher probability of those tiles coming up. Sometimes a single weight is all you got, but if you're on a single weight, it's worth more points.
Yeah.
But it's harder to get.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of a trade-off there.
Interesting.
And certain hands can only be made if you're on multiple weights. I believe all simples. Pinfu. Pinfu is you have no pawns, you only have cheese, your hand is closed, and you have multiple weights. So it's the easiest hard hand to get.
Did you discard?
I
Discarded
did
that.
that.
So that would be the south wind. So there's no there's no cheese for the wind. So if you had 2 south winds or 3 south winds, you could take that south wind and make a group with it.
That's a 7?
Sure.
This many.
Another 2, huh? Okay, well,
How about them apples?
I'm going to take this piece of tamago.
It's, the tamago's so
It does
orange.
look like that.
What happens if you run? Is it not really possible to run out of tile? Like somebody
yeah.
will have inevitably created a
So
hand before you run out of tiles.
So
Yeah.
if we get to the last break, the bottom tile before the break is the last tile of this round. If no one has made a legal hand by the end of the round, it's a draw. If anyone is in tenpai, which means 1 from ready, so like your hand is ready to win, but you need 1 more tile. The players who are in tenpai get paid from the players who are not in tenpai. So it's a total of 3,000 points will move to, and if
Can I
the
ask-
dealer's in tenpai, you will still stay as dealer. Yes.
Can I ask you another question based on what I drew?
Sure.
Sorry,
Nope, that's why I'm here.
I got to figure out how to win the game. So,
Okay.
Dora?
This is a special case.
Oh,
so
boy.
We're gonna want to work through this one.
Yes,
So
that's- I was like,
will-
wait a minute.
I'll work from my end. Just so.
Okay.
So do you want to do it right now?
yes.
Okay.
I
So
will.
this is called a closed con. So in a closed con, you have 4 tiles in your hand
I'll just
of the
reveal
same
them.
time. So there's a process if you want to do it. So you take the top 2, the end tiles, you flip them, reveal them, pick them back up sideways, put them facing outwards.
Like that?
Upright. and then you tip the whole thing forward. So now you've shown that you have all 4, but the actual con has the face, the ones on the outside closed to indicate that it's a closed con. So then you take your con, you put it over on the corner above your next run. Yeah, you're gonna put it there. Now you get to draw another tile because you've removed a tile from your hand, but you get to draw a special tile. You draw the first of the con Dora. So you're gonna draw that one. You get to draw one from the dead wall. Yeah, you add that to your hand. Now, because this is a closed con, you get to reveal the next Dora before you discard. If it was an open con, which means you, well, these 9s would now be worth 2 each if if anyone had kept them.
Oh, that's
so
funny.
this would have been 2, 4.
So what she's making here is 4 of a kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now she has 2 pawns because cons and pawns they count the same thing.
Okay.
If she got another con and then a third con, she is really close to a Yakuman right there on her first hand.
Okay.
Which one's
And
a
you can only
Yakuman?
do this 4 of a...
That's
Those are the
the
really big
fancy
ones that you
ones.
said you're going to ignore.
Yeah. You can only do this like 4 of a kind. You can't do this like something like this with a run.
No, you can only do that with 4 of a kind. So now you've drawn. Now you've just so if this was an open con, which means that if you drew your 5, say, you could do the same thing with a con, but it'd be open con, so you discard and then you would reveal the door.
Okay.
So now you discard.
All right.
But now, because she has drawn a card from the dead wall, this bottommost tile at the end is no longer a valid tile in the game.
So
the last draw of the tile is now the top tile.
Oh.
So you've shortened the play wall by 1.
Whoa.
So if someone else cons again, this row of tiles gets moved over.
Huh.
And it goes into the dead wall.
Hey. Well, that's annoying.
Everyone threw the 9 bamboo away because they didn't have any 8 bamboo because they're both in the Dora.
Go.
And so one other fun thing is that if Kathleen's hand hadn't been open because she already called an earlier pawn, when you call a closed con, even though you're revealing those 4 tiles, your hand still counts as closed.
Interesting.
Yes, it's one of the specific variations. Now, this also means that if someone reaches, so they're in a ready hand and they reachy, so if you win with reachy, not only do you get the Dora on the top, you also get to find out what the tiles below them are, and those are extra Dora called the Urdora, which give you extra Dora based on each of the revealed Dora above.
Oh my god.
Holy moly. There's so many rules.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of special cases. Like, there's one Yakuman here which is called Uryu Lizu or whatever, all green. And it's literally just all the tiles that are only green.
Specifically, only green. So, for example, the 5 of bamboo is the tile is red and green. It's not just green. So it's only the 2, the 3, the 4, the 6, the 7, the 8,
On top.
and the green dragon.
On top.
Yes, on top. So up here,
Ah,
you make a stack,
I see.
Yeah.
so it doesn't run wild across. So this is a Yaku high. This counts as a Yaku because he is north. He is north seat, so this counts as a Yaku for you.
That's really good.
Which
Okay.
means you can win.
So this you can go out on any combination of legal hand now
Oh, okay.
because you have at least 1 Yaku, so you can go out. Your
Gotcha.
Yaku is visible.
Awesome. Do I still need to
You
discard
still
here?
need to discard. So an open hand is, so right now Ian hasn't revealed any of his tiles or made any calls, so his hand is closed. Alex and Kathleen, and same with Matt. So Alex and Kathleen have made calls and revealed some of their tiles, so their hands are open. Some of the hands are worth more, some of the Yakus you can build are worth more if they're closed, or are only able to be made if they're closed. For example, Pinfu, which means your hand is only composed of runs and a head that is not Yakuhai tiles, and there's no honors and no terminals. If it's all just that, then it's or just you can use terminals. Sorry, just no honors. And your hand is closed, it's a valid hand. But as soon as your hand's open, that same hand combination is no longer a legal combination.
No, nobody wants any dragons.
Sometimes they don't get played. Sometimes people are hoarding them, and you have 3 players waiting on dragons to win the game.
Yeah.
So, like, right now, it looks like, Kathleen and Alex are in a really strong position because we can see that they have a bunch of stuff already done.
Yes.
But the trick is we don't actually know
You have
anything.
no idea how much Matt or Ian is that they might be ready to win and just haven't called a reach.
But this is a good signal to somebody that
It's like a bluff.
Alex is ready to pop off.
Okay, this is ridiculous. Pawn is three
Yet.
of a
Just a
kind,
Three, yeah,
and
three of a kind.
con is a run. Okay.
No, con is 4 of a kind.
Four of a
She
kind.
is a run.
She is a run. Okay.
Pawn and con are the same
Yeah.
tiles.
Dinger.
I don't know if I'm gonna make a hand. Oh, good.
Billy versus Snake Man?
Yeah, that's on there. I noticed that too.
Wait, what?
I guess I'm getting rid
I
of.
never even
Oh,
noticed that
whoops.
was there.
I am so sorry. I
That's
thought you
fine.
had already gone. I peeked.
Oh, go for it.
I'm gonna take this though.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, big penalties.
I know. I feel bad.
No, you have to call it if you're taking it.
Pawn.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
And
We
then
need like a little gallery of people that are like,
Pawn, yes.
Yep.
yes.
Perfect. Exactly.
Okay,
That's,
so-
that's what chat's for.
She pawned me.
may I?
So all
know what you
pawns
gotta-
is a hand worth 2 yaku. So if you can shape your hand to be all pawns, that's 2 yaku right there.
okay.
So you would probably want to avoid making a run. So you're basically trying to get to a point now where you have 2 pairs in your hand, or a set of 3 in a single tile. 2 pairs lets you go off on either of the tiles, whereas one full set of 3 into a single tile means you're winning on just that single one
Right.
tile. Then.
Go ahead, Alex.
Puzzle de Pawn.
This is Japanese Richi Mahjong.
Oh, weird. Yeah, why not?
That's a 5
That is a
or a 9.
9.
Yeah,
Yep. Do you know what you're looking for?
sort of.
Oh, that's a
I think I'm like trying to get on either end of this.
So
You've
so
pulled so
one
many
is,
twos.
Just gonna pause for 1 second. So these are so you can look for this here.
Mm-hmm.
You can look for this one,
Oh, right. Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes. Good.
So you need to. The thing is, you need to get. They need to be in sets like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you
Gotcha.
can do that, but you can't split. You could do that one. So you can look for that one. Right. So this is what I mean. We need to check to make sure what your weights are.
Okay.
So if it comes up, I'll explain what I was talking about, Alex. There.
Bye.
Ooh, pawn.
What?
So you just return that
Oh.
tile back there.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sneaky breaky.
So pawn. So
Oh,
that's the east wind. So who did you take it from?
Right, so that would be
it's on the board.
Yeah.
And you're east wind right now. So
Yeah.
that's
So that's
good
worth
for you.
2 yaku.
Wait, does that make it?
Just like, no, Kathleen.
Oh,
just-
sorry.
Turn now.
So it's Matt's turn now.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Wow, we got
Wait,
skipped.
do I still need to discard?
You still need to discard
Yeah,
because you
okay.
added a tile to your hand, and if you're not ready to win, you have to discard a tile.
Do it, I dare you.
Do it, Horner. Do it.
Oh, a 4. I'll take this one.
The one that Kathleen looked at 3 times, she doesn't get.
That's okay. I
You
feel
thrice
bad.
denied her.
I've done that. I've had a tile missed called every single time and still ended up with that same tile, but like been having it skipped around. It's Mahjong can do weird things when calls are being made.
Bye. Now.
Okay, now I can go.
Now you get to draw.
Dinger. Don't want it.
Go
I don't
Ian.
get a draw. So.
I wonder what tile that was, Ian.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's that one. What number in the
That's,
5.
That's a 6.
6?
Or 6. We're running out of tiles.
You're getting close.
This will determine the fate of North America.
Only North America?
Yeah.
There we are.
Well, congratulations, Ian, I think. You can call that.
No, you can't.
You can't?
So you can only call the 4th tile if he draws it when a pawn is called.
Oh.
If he had 3 in his hand and he hadn't called his pawn yet,
Then I could
he
call
could take it as an open
Okay.
con.
Awesome. Is that you?
I'm done.
My hand feels so big compared to yours right now, but you have yours at
But the thing is, as soon as your hand is in a template, you could reach it,
Yeah.
right? Because your hand is still
Can't
closed.
take that.
I mean, your hand's open, so.
I'm not taking that one. I'm taking this one. And I'm not taking this one.
Ah, there it is.
You're taking it for a very short period of time.
Ah, kita, 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 kita.
Question.
Yep.
What if I draw this one? Can I add that to my stack? Because I drew it?
Yes, you definitely can do it. So you
Okay.
call Khan,
Con.
and you do this exact same thing, but this time you're going to draw a dead wall tile.
Okay.
Oh! Oh!
This one?
Yeah. You draw it, and then you have to discard first, and then you're going to reveal a new Dora. Now, if that had, for example,
Been more relevant to me.
so now you're going to reveal a new Dora tile. So now there's a third Dora. So now 2 of pins are worth an extra.
Yeah.
So if I had drawn that 5, would I have been able to?
No,
end it?
because this is a cheat. This is a run.
Yeah.
But if you drawn a north,
Right.
you could add the north.
Okay. You're done?
Yes.
Can I see your Yakushi for a moment?
Yeah.
Chikusho.
No one likes that one.
So, for example, Kathleen, one of the Yakus is 3 con. So if you get the 3 of pins and you draw it, that is also a valid Yaku right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you like to glance at my hand to see how valid it is? As a hand?
Sure. It is by definition valid as a hand. Okay.
I'm just like, is this? This feels like it's not buildable completely.
Well, so this is, you know
Yeah.
what this is, right? So then you have that.
To build a hand workshop.
That's fine. That's
That,
fine.
that and that.
Yeah, you only need.
That has
So you
meaning,
can.
sir.
So
I know.
you take this one. Right?
Yeah, it's disrespect.
You can either keep this one because it goes on either side of this.
Just throw
You
it
basically
here.
have 2 of the same thing. You're just looking for one of
Things
these
around.
Wait,
to
here, no, I'll do
finish
it
up. So you
differently.
either turn this into a set or this into a set.
Ah, I see.
Whichever one you keep.
You
so
were
if you like-
holding.
You keep this one. You're looking for either
I just
the
put it
one
in my
before
wrong
it,
in
or
the wrong
this number,
pocket.
or the one after it. So count those number of tiles on the.
When I was living in
there.
Japan, because it is such
Compare that
a
to the same combination
cash-heavy
for
economy,
this set.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I
you're looking
would
for the one before this one.
oftentimes keep
this
a
one, or the one after
10,000
this
yen bill folded
Right?
up in my
Whichever
headband.
whichever one of those gives you the more
do
of
like-
those tiles,
Like just as an emergency
keep that
thing.
that half.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I think I'm gonna
Lost my wallet. Oh no! What's this? I can
it
do for
$100?
lunch. Yeah,
Right.
do
yeah.
that. That is a 3 of
Missima.
symbol.
sure is.
So if you get either one of those into a set, then that's what you're looking for.
Okay.
So at the end of this hand, one or another, what I'll do is have everyone reveal their hands, and then I'll go through what each I was talking with each player to give everyone sort of a little bit of a idea of how.
Durgan.
and judge us.
Oh!
So there's only 3 more draws after this one.
Because this was a dead. Because
The
of
bottom
the
one's
extra
dead,
Those
yeah.
two are
that gets slid.
Or oh yeah, these are both dead now.
Well, what the hell is this?
So you still need a head.
So if they're both dead. we
Oh, I
do
need a
that.
pair.
Hair.
Well,
Dinger.
Yet.
Yeah.
But you so because you're waiting for that tile. If you have that, so it doesn't matter if you keep this one or not. So you can either set it so that you're waiting for. Basically, you can basically set it to sit up to wait on any one of these 5 tiles.
Having a good time, Ian?
I am.
You can change your hand up to
too.
make
Never
one
done
of
this
those.
before.
So whichever
pitch.
you can make a
I've only
combination of
played it
any
in
3 of
Yakuza
those.
0.
So look for which ones
I
you have
haven't even
more
done
that
that.
can that you can find.
Right, there's open information.
There's open information.
Hoot. I
Okay.
think that's...
So then in that case, you're waiting on this one,
Okay, I think.
or this one, or this one. So you're looking for this number, or this number, or this number.
Okay,
And none of those are in your discard.
Not at
so
all.
those are perfectly valid.
yep, buddy.
You are valid, Alex.
All Mahjongs are valid? Wait, no.
And
Some mahjongs are valid.
Woo.
I've just hosed myself.
that doesn't add to anything for me.
good luck.
We will not be playing with double Yakuman just because there's no point. When you score a Yakuman,
All right, these ones are both dead though, aren't
yes,
they?
so that's the last draw. So at this point, so that's the hand is now a draw, and so everyone is going to reveal the tiles if they're in Tenpai. If you're not in Tenpai, you can choose to be like, I'm not in Tenpai, and just not reveal your hand. But for the purpose of learning,
So
I want everyone to show their hands.
What's tempo?
So Tenpai is one away from winning. So, I'm going to go through everyone's hand right now.
Awesome.
So Alex is sitting on a is on a triple weight. So he has got a Yakuhai set in the corner here, 3 north tiles.
Can you pull those towards
yeah.
the center?
So he's got 3 north tiles, and he is north seat. So this is his Yaku. He's got 1 Yaku here. So he has sets like this. So he can either do a set of 3 with a 5 head, or he can shift these over and have an 8 head, or he can shift these over and have a 2 head. So he was waiting for either a 2 of pins, a 5 of pins, or an 8 of pins to be discarded to draw.
And then
Or
that would have been
either he could draw it, at which point he would declare sumo, because self-draw, or if he steals it from another player, he declares wrong. So if I go over here with Ian, Ian is the dealer and his east seat. So he had 2 Yaku because he's both the table wind is east and his seat wind is east, so he's sitting on 2 Yaku here. So he's got at least that for a valid hand. Nothing else in his hand gives him more Yaku. He's got a run 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, and then he is not quite in Tenpai. He is sitting. He needs 1 to get there. He's got a run of 2 and a run of 2. So he basically just needs to find 1 of his tiles. At which point he'd have a run of 3 and a single weight. Or if he finds the pair, he makes a pair and then is on a multi-weight. So here one. So you're not in Tenpai, so you'll be paying to people in Tenpai. With Matt, it's in the exact same combination. He is west wind, so he has his Yaku with west. For his
I'm
seat.
south.
Or you're south, right.
Yeah.
Kathleen's west wind. So you don't actually have any Yaku right now. So you would need to reach, like Riichi, to get that Yaku in order to go out.
This is what I thought would happen.
But your hand is really close to being completed in the same way. He's got 4, 5, 5. So he neither needs to find a 3, a 4, a 3, a 4, or a 5, or a 6 to change how the structure of this hand is, with they're all sitting in.
Alex and Kathleen's hands.
And then Kathleen has multiple pawns, and she's sitting on. So she's actually on all simples. If she had picked up a 4 or a 5 and gotten rid of the other number, so she's weighing on 2 weights of 2 pairs, then she'd also be looking for all simples and all pawns, which count together, and you could have 4 Yaku right there.
But
So-
I don't have anything.
But you're in Tenpai though.
I am in Tenpai. I'm
You're in
one away from
Tenpai
winning.
because you only need 1 tile to go because you have
Yeah.
a head here.
Yeah.
And then, so 3 or a 6, or a single 6 weight.
Yeah.
So there's different ways your hand can be. So you're in Tenpai. So Alex and Kathleen are in Tenpai. So there's 3,000 points that need to change hands. So you'll both give one of them 1,500 points. So you'll give to Kathleen, and you'll give to Alex.
This is how much?
That's 1,000.
And
that's 15.
That's 1,500.
100.
And those are hundreds.
Hi, arigato.
3, 4.
Now, because the dealer was not in Tenpai, the dealer will rotate to the next player. So past the.
Oh, that's the dealer chip.
Yeah, so I have this one. I have the little cheat chip in the corner here to indicate the first dealer.
Oh, okay.
Because what happened is every player acts as dealer, and then you go to the next wind round.
Oh, okay.
So you play east wind, and they play south wind, and that's called a hanchan. And then if for some reason in tournament Mahjong your points are still really close, you play another west and north. Otherwise, you start the game.
So
And
I'm
then
still
we
the,
shuffle again?
So I'm still the east player.
No,
Or-
now he is the east player. South, west, north,
Okay.
east wind table.
Still east wind table.
Still
right.
east table.
Okay.
So then we're going to shuffle all our. So I recommend just shuffling them up first, just to sort of mix them up, just because they're sort of mixed together. Then flip all the tiles and give them just a last little bit of shuffle. This also feels nice as a player.
Really fun.
This
And
is great audio.
And that, I mean, the sound of Mahjong tiles is actually very. To find a lot of people's, if it's not too loud, it's very soothing because it's clicking and clacking, so it's good
Yes.
ASMR.
Tap, tap, tap.
For headphone users, though. Oh, it's actually nice? Okay, good.
So the score, yes, those are the scores, Paul.
So Ian is now north. Is that correct?
Yes.
So how come it's still an east wind table?
So
But-
it's east wind until everyone has had a chance to be dealer.
Ah, okay. Because the east is an advantage. because you can get like double points or whatever.
Yeah. So in the next round, in the south round, if you're south, you'll have the advantage as opposed to east.
17.
So it's based on the trade winds as opposed to the cardinal direction, which is why people give us like that's not how the cardinal directions are.
What the heck are trade winds?
The heavenly compass.
It's the way the trade winds blow for when you're sailing ships to do trade.
What?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
We're stuck in the doldrums of Mahjong.
Ah, such a guaylo.
Feels so.
Pull
It's really cool.
Pull yours back just a little bit, actually, a little far to give Matt some space, and then slide yours.
Okay.
There you go. You need enough to about.
This looks like neon sushi as well. Like
If your sushi looks like this color, please don't eat it.
Yeah.
it might be tainted.
It might be tainted.
I think what if it's just like very like fresh egg tamago.
Or it's got like roe on the bottom.
So you're the dealer. You get to do first. So you're now that is one hand, and we've gone through all the different stages of a hand except scoring and winning.
Cool.
So you
We'll
now
get
roll.
there.
We do the whole thing.
Well, this will go a
Well,
little
two people were really close to winning. So
8. So
starting you. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So Ian,
Okay.
you're gonna cut. So you're gonna roll.
7.
That's from the right.
Nope. From the right.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And the nice thing about a 7 roll is that you don't need to do another break.
Hey.
And I like moving this one over just a little bit, just because then these walls aren't quite touching. And then it's the third tile from the left, is the one you flip.
fast.
So the 4 of bamboo will be the door for this round.
Neat.
No swiping.
And then your dealer. So you start with these 4 tiles.
Oh, I take them. Yes.
Yeah, each. And then it goes to Kathleen.
Mine.
Mine.
It's sort of well figured out to make sure it's nice and random.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna pause for 1 second.
Oh.
So one thing that players do now. So you'll be drawing 1 tile, 1, 1, 1, 1. Your next 2 tiles are here and here. So what a lot of players do is once you start, the dealer draws like that.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, weird.
Because this will be their 2 draws, because it's going to go Kathleen, Alex, Ian, and then Matt will draw that tile there. So when the dealer draws their last 2 tiles, they draw spread across the top of the stack.
Well,
So I've got 12, so I take 13 tiles.
Yes, you take.
Oh, I've taken
6,
this.
7, 8,
You
9.
should have 13 total.
I have
You-
13
Yeah,
now.
you have 13. Yeah, and then Matt's already drawn his other tile, so like this will be the first tile of Kathleen once he discards.
All right.
So I have 14 right now. So I have to
Yes,
discard.
you have. Yeah, so you that extra tile you drew was your turn's tile, but you're going to draw that tile no matter what. There's literally nothing in the game that can prevent you from drawing the tile.
Ooh. I feel
Okay,
so powerful.
technically you could knock a wall over, and that would put you into Chumbo, and you'd have to replay the hand. But we're not playing with penalties, so it doesn't matter.
A wombo chombo.
Just quickly,
Happy feet. Wombo jumbo.
Just quickly before we start the second hand, do we want to take a quick break?
I think okay.
I'm fine.
Why don't we take a break after a second hand?
Okay, let's do
Sounds
that.
like a plan.
Let's do that.
Oh, what do I even want here? Okay.
Don't want to give the audience cold tiles.
So one of the Yakumans you can earn is that if your hand is winnable, literally your combination on your first draw or first steal, it's a Yakuman. It's a hand of heaven, earth, and man. Depending on
Which turns everybody else to salt.
it's a 1 in 7 million.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're just like,
The closest I've been is 2 tiles away from.
wow.
Is 2 tiles from a winning draw. But I have a friend who is consistent. Oh, if you're in Tenpai after your first turn, you can Richi for what's called double Richi, and you get twice as many Yaku from you get 2 Yaku for Richi.
Okay.
So if they don't win, but you're in Richi after your first turn, you can still get bonus points.
There.
Kathleen.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Tenho, Hand of Heaven. And it's when the dealer flips over his 14, goes, "Oh, I win."
You're like, what? This game's bullshit. That's
And where's my
9.
Your sheet?
gotcha.
No, I want the actual ones behind Kathleen, the score sheet. I realized I didn't bring one to the table. There's those 2 corners.
1 second.
Yeah, on the corner of the table, there's 2 sheets there. So Yakuman, I always forget, if you're the dealer, is worth 48,000 points,
Okay.
or 32,000 if you're the non-dealer.
That's
And
pretty darn good.
Considering that you start with 30,000, you can. Oh, one fun note of this is that if you are at 0 points, you are not out of the game.
Huh.
You actually have to bust. So if you land right at 0, which I have done, you are not out of the game, and you can still keep playing.
Oh, so it's like one hit point.
But if it's the thing, you can act at 0 hit points. 0 is not 0. But as soon as any player is below 0, the game is done. The game stops.
Oh, okay.
So you're like literally hanging on the cliff by your pinky.
Yeah.
So
How exciting.
A needle pulling thread.
There.
Wait, get out of here.
Your go.
Oh, that is really stylized.
Ricci is when your hand is closed and you're in tempi, which means you're ready to win off any tile. You have a specific tile or set of tiles that you're looking for, but your hand is closed. You declare you take a 1,000 Ricci stick. That's one of these ones. There's the one red pip, and you basically bet it to the table saying, "I'm ready to win," and then you lock your hand into place, and you can't change your hand for the rest of the game. You can just draw and either win or discard, or win off another player, assuming you're not in Furitan, which is. So Furitan is a fun word because it means different things in different languages. So in Chinese, apparently it means sacred discard. But in Japanese, it translates more close to hand that is thrown away.
Oh no.
Because you've locked yourself out of being able to win from other people's.
So it's a bad idea to ever call that. So we should never call that.
it's a bad idea to call that if unless you're sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Ricci is a wonderful thing to call. It's the easiest way to get 1,000,000 points.
Jeez.
Because you get all the Dora and whatever's underneath the Dora. So you can just I've had a person with no Yaku, just the only Yaku he had was the Ricci, flip over 6 Yaku.
Pop
Oh.
off.
And just be like, okay, well, you win, and I'm out of the game.
Oh.
Are you calling?
No, I'm just taking your thing.
Wait.
You have to
to
call
call
a tile. You can't just
Oh,
hit.
right.
so can I? Sorry, if it's Matt's tile, I can take it for like a.
Cheer. So if Matt, you can take any tile for chi or pawn.
Okay.
So run or thing, but you have to show your 2 tiles
Okay.
first.
All right. Chi.
Yes, and then there you go.
Then I.
Yeah. Oh no, just 3. So that's the 3 only.
Oh.
So if you
For the
if you
runs.
have that run already,
Yes.
you don't need that one because you would rather
Okay.
keep your hand closed.
Okay. Cool. I'm.
So to
learning
clarify,
process.
The strategy.
for people, what happened is Kathleen had 2, 3, 4 in her hand,
Yeah.
and thought she could take a 1 to have a run of 4.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't do that. You can only have cons at 4 of the same kind.
Okay, so I can only basically you can only sort of like and so say I had 3 north winds, and I had them secret.
Yeah.
And if Ian put down a north wind, I could be like, con.
You could
Take it.
you could take the con, or if you wanted to keep your hand closed, you could just let it pass.
Right.
So
Okay.
it depends if you want your hand open or closed, or whether you want that con.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So if you're North Seat and you're still going to get a Yaku from it, and it doesn't change the composition of your hand, yeah, sure, take it, because then you get an extra draw. Because you get to draw from the dead wall, so you are effectively giving yourself an extra turn.
Writes down pawn.
Yeah.
Writes down 3 Norse. Excuse me.
I think I remember north because it kind of looks like an N.
Yeah, that's the way I learned it, is that west looks like a W, north looks like an N, and then south had the box on the bottom, so is it the box is in the south position, and then the other one is east.
The
That's the person in chat said it's the one looks like an N, the one looks like a W, the one that looks like a lobster is south, and the other one is east.
The other one is east. Also, I learned the numbers too. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4 has 4 lines in it, 5 has 5 lines in it, 7, 8, 9 are a house, the thing in the end, and then the other one is 6.
there we are.
Closed captioning provided by no one. There's no closed captioning. I'm sorry. Sony music.
Sorry, I'm just thinking.
Right, Konobango, you know, the sponsor. One more the gaming this.
Exactly.
Take your Okurishimasu. Onegaishimasu.
8 is much
Andre,
better.
help. Sorry. So basically, I'm trying to get something on this sheet before
Yes.
I can go out, right?
Yes.
And I think that seems like feasible for me.
Well, let's look at
We
your
should
hand.
try
Yeah.
this Hong Kong style.
So you've
at some
got
point.
this.
Yeah,
So
probably.
if you draw
Manwa.
this tile, because
Yeah.
you are, you this is your seat.
Yes.
So this will give you something, or
Yeah.
you have to get rid of to get this.
Yeah.
You have to get rid of these
East
4,
wind.
Yeah. Okay.
And
or
I'm east.
You
if
can see
you-
it. Yeah,
So
we're
this is
currently
not
still
okay.
in
I'm
East
not.
Wind.
That seems
And we're in
complicated.
East.
this is
If you're
actually
wondering
your
what you are,
easiest
check
one
the
here,
overlay.
Yeah.
like straight
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Right. But I have to draw it, or Matt has to
Yeah,
discard
but
it.
you
right?
also see terminals, honors terminals. So if you do go for this number here and this number here instead of this one, and then use those
popping
to
off.
change out tiles, because then you have a terminal in each thing. Terminals or honors is the other end.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
know,
I already
so-
let that go by though, right? Because, like,
For which, no, this is a different.
I'm so
this is a different-
confused. That I don't think that was helpful, but that's okay. I appreciate it.
I don't know about you
So
guys, but I'm
you're sort of between two. So
Yeah.
you just need to choose one to work towards.
pick a lane.
Yes,
Pretty much, yeah.
it's like drafting. Pick a
So
lane.
I need to like find one of these two essentially.
That's the easiest one you can have, because then if you find the other one of those, doesn't matter what you get for your other composition.
right. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm as confused
discard?
as you.
Sure.
I'm just not.
2, 4,
Calling.
6. No, 8, 11, 14. No, I have to
You need to
discard.
discard still.
I don't know if that was right. I think that was right. Maybe.
I mean,
Just
Did it
going for
feel
the
right?
easiest one.
so there's so sort of the way you sort of start shaping your hand is you get rid of all the chaff, things that you have no use for whatsoever
Right.
from your hand.
Yeah.
Then you get rid of what you need to hone in on a hand, and then you get rid of the end caps of your little sets that you've been building. So those are how you sort of drill down towards.
So
what
that
you
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like I don't know about you guys, but I'm like trying to go for really basic hands and not be fancy at all.
Yeah.
That's how it works. That's,
Yeah.
that's the best way to start. Just trying to build it, and so as you go, your initial games are going to be longer as you're going through more tiles because you're not quite sure how to quickly get to a hand. Whereas what differentiates a really strong player of Mahjong versus a weaker player is how quickly and how many tiles they need to change out to get to a winning hand.
Right.
Because I can see the
I
lines.
can understand the winning hand stuff. I'm just having a really hard time figuring out what the Yaku to go to or whatever, right?
And part of that is how easy it is versus how greedy you want to be. I have routinely gone for Yakumins because I find them a lot of fun to try to aim for.
You like to live wildly.
And I've successfully made 2 Yakumins. The worst part is I scored off my wife as she was in a Yakuman waiting to win. I won the turn before she won.
What I'm getting here is that there's no one correct
There's-
line to go
no,
for. There's
I-
just amounts. There's opportunities
I
for
ru-
levels of greed.
I routinely lose to one of my closest friends who goes 130 repeatedly for 1,000 points, and it's like picks at me with a nail file basically.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, eventually you're gonna lose all your points to me,
But slow and steady.
and then I get him for like 15,000.
You mother busser.
Ha! Get them.
I can't. I literally can't.
They're right there, Ian. They're so close
they're right
within your
there.
grasp. Why can't you obtain it?
Yeah.
I'll kill
Yeah,
you.
reach is one of the easiest because it just means you need to, if you get your hand into a shape and you haven't made any calls, you just reach and you have a Yaku. That's always one that's there. So like if you just get sets in your hand and that's it, it doesn't matter where they are
Right.
if you can reach. That's why it's so good.
Right. So that's why, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, if I don't have to.
I like all symbols, all terminals or honors, all pawns, or a Yaku High or reach. Those are the 5 that sort of like are the building blocks. The other ones are like a run. You can build a run, like a 1 to 9. Or if your hand is closed, you can build 2 sets of 2 runs. So 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4 of the same set. Or you can build like 1, 2, 3 in all 3 in all 3 suits. So 1, 2, 3 of bamboo, 1, 2, 3 of pins, 1, 2, 3 of characters. Double run is like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the same thing again. So it's 2 sets of 2 runs. That's the double run.
Double. We should all be going for that.
So I'll be going for that.
Oh.
One of the Yakumons, which is not on the sheet, which is why I don't generally play it, but if you get it, you get it, is 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8 of the same suit.
It feels good when that happens.
So there are 2 hands in Mahjong, one which is a Yakumon, one which is worth 2 Yaku, which breaks the convention of normal hands. So one is 13 Orphans, which is one of every honor, terminal, and win tile, and one of them is paired. So there's 13 honors, wins, and terminal tiles. So it's 1 and 9 in each of the 3 suits, plus each of the 4 wins, plus each of the 3 dragons, and then one more of any of those 13 tiles.
Huh.
So that's one hand you can win on.
And that's on here, yeah.
That's on there. The other one is Choitutsu, which is pairs of everything. So instead of having, it's called 7 pairs. So if you can get 7 pairs, it breaks the normal convention on the hand. It's another hand you can win on.
So that's maximum greed because you're not building towards anything else usable except for this one,
and
like,
you can't take from
perfect.
anybody else because it's pairs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so and Andre,
Yes.
pawn to grab that,
Yes.
right?
If you have 2
Will you
nines.
reveal first? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, usually reveal just so that you're going
Hey!
and then place it.
Hey.
Okay, so now I have to discard.
Yes.
But the thing is, I've got everything else going on. So
So if you're aiming for the ones that are on the left hand side of your hand, because I know what they are,
yeah,
you don't want to discard that.
no.
But you're just going to choose one of the ones that you're not going to go for. If you can stay in the same suit, that's also all of one suit is 1. You also can break that into suits and honor tiles as well. And that's called a half flush.
Right. But like,
If there's no other difference, just make a call which was your favorite suit.
okay. Well, okay, so I basically have to break up one of my groups essentially.
For the way you had it last time you showed me, probably.
Okay.
Because now your hand is open, so you can't reach.
Right. Could I have done that with
You can only reach if your hand is closed, and no,
right?
you can't.
I know,
you can't
and
make
I
a
couldn't
call.
have taken that tail.
Correct.
That
But you could just wait and hope you draw that same tile.
right.
it's fine, you'll just
Or
peel it.
I could snag it if somebody calls it. or
Yeah, and if
Matt
someone else
discards
discards it, then yes, you have that opportunity.
it. Yeah.
I'll have
Only
to
if Matt
make sure
discards
not
it.
to discard it then.
Yeah. Okay. What do I want to discard here?
You can run a 7-pair hand, yes. So if you're a 10 for the Choitutsu, which you'll have 6 pairs and a single tile, and then you
Okay.
win the 7th.
So, all right. I have I guess a win condition I'm going to work towards.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's basically it. It's having a clear goal is just the best way to do things.
This feels weird. Okay.
A 6 of bamboo.
How many layers of bamboo are you on?
Yeah, Sokar
Like bird, my dude.
was saying that apparently this game is one of these games that is very difficult for computers to figure out.
Really?
I've
It's
played some good simulators. When I was trying to get the feeling of how to play Mahjong, I just went online and found a Flash-based version of Mahjong that had 3 computer players and just played it to get the feel of how to not get myself into furryton, basically,
Which is where you're stuck.
which is where you're stuck against rawning from other people.
I guess the idea is that it's because of the sort of bluffing and revealing information aspect, it makes it very difficult.
Yeah,
It's a nice place to visit, but I don't want to live in Furry Town.
It's very
Wow.
colorful.
tenpai, not tenpai.
10 pi, not 10 pi?
Yeah,
Okay.
TEN. And the gesture, I do play Magic a lot. I'm currently trying to build Paradox Academy.
You monster.
10 pi. That's terrible. Ooh, pawn.
Yeah. Oh.
It's okay, Alex. You don't need turns.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Go, Matt.
Oh,
You get the discard as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. I get to discard that.
We're building a quap dude in the middle here.
yeah.
Like just the legs and the
you're
arms
building-
just being like.
Or is it a Mario mid jump?
Mario.
Oh, yeah,
I've been
Boing,
playing
boing.
a lot of Super Mario Maker 2 recently. Learning how to Kaizen.
Love it.
Ah.
I'm sorry, you have to sing in double bit sounds.
No, stop. We'll get flagged.
That's 5?
Mm-hmm.
Neat. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nobody likes them dragons.
No white dragons for us.
In before Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yeah, so I actually have both White Dragon styles of tiles. So I have the full blank ones, and then I have the stylized blank tile on a blank tile. It's an ornate square with a blank center, and it's just irony to me to like I'm showing a blank tile on a blank tile. So I'm just like, let's use the traditional empty tile.
It's a great recursive tile.
Oh, now I want to recursive Mahjong space.
Can I take this?
If you have 2 or more east, yes.
Boom.
Make the call.
It is not con, but pawn.
Correct. Pawn.
And I am East player, and it's East win, so I like that.
It's definitely good for you.
Mm-hmm.
And you put it in the correct orientation because it's stolen from Ian, so it's the tile on your left.
I love stealing from Ian, and I'm going to discard that.
That's where all your good tools are going.
I now have an open hand, however.
Yes, but you've got Yaku guaranteed, so now it doesn't matter what you build.
Ooh, I love that. People just don't like dragons.
Dragons are great because they doesn't matter what seed you are. They're 3 of the same dragon is worth Yaku.
So they're important.
They're and some of the more powerful hands are like all honor tiles or terminals and honors or
Like on this sheet, the simplest hand here is Yakuhai, which is dragons or winds.
Yep.
Which is just a set of dragon or your wind or the prevailing wind, and it has 3 tiles on here compared to everything else, which has 14. pretty much.
showing different type of templates.
Is it Ian's turn?
I've just finished my turn.
Ian just discarded the 8 of characters.
I will draw. Sure.
Yes, Alex is the only player who could theoretically still declare Ricci this hand, because his hand is still closed.
And I would want to do that if it was like 1 away.
So when your hand is ready, you'd be like, great, I need 1 tile to win.
Yeah.
So the draw or the steal is the tile that's going to win.
Okay.
That's when you declare Ricci.
Gotcha.
The I'm about to win thing. Ooh, a 7.
But then do you have to win the next turn when you draw?
Nope. You get bonuses if you win on the first turn around after declaring Ricci.
Oh,
So could I
well,
have
that's
done
interesting.
that? Or no, because I was 2 away.
You were 2 away.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got into Tempai, but then you couldn't declare Ricci because you had open.
Because that's how I got there.
Yeah. The Chi-Chi is mostly correct. The only change to this is that we don't play with the double Yakuman. Because there's, again, no real point.
What do you think?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where's,
Go for it.
no, you've got where's yours? Your Yaku sheet?
Even the guy telling us what to do is
Wait, what?
going for the sheet.
Neat.
Because if you look at your hand.
Yeah, so what does that mean?
So your hand's closed, so they are still this
Okay.
way. So you have this right now already.
Can I just...
So as soon as your hand is in a winning combination, then you can't. So like these obviously you're gonna keep. Right?
I just have to do something.
Do something with those.
Okay.
I thought for a second
Yeah.
Alex just like no scoped into a win there.
Yeah, right.
Of note, if you can also get to this one.
Well, it's good to dream.
So Yaku are basically think of them as the multiplier.
You just started, Alex?
Did you discard?
Oh, right. Derp.
Yaku is basically your multiplier. You need at least a multiplier of 1 to score on a hand. Is the simplest way of thinking of it.
if you go like, haha, I won, I got a Yaku and the scoring card, and like throw it out, and then somebody who's had a closed hand could actually already have more than you, they've been just keeping it quiet.
Only the person who declares the win gets to score.
Oh, okay. So the other people don't score.
Yeah, and when you win, if you draw a winning tile, don't add it to your hand. Put it to the side. So you're gonna click it into the wall and then reveal your hand. Because you want to show that it's separate. Because the winning tile is important for scoring.
What am I going for here?
I really like Mahjong as a game because it's both a simple game that you can just play easily, but allows a lot of depth. And because it has more randomability, like chess is not random at all. It's very skill intensive.
Yeah.
Whereas this has a very some amount of variability. So there's a little bit of extra playing field. Like even someone who's not as good can still just luck some wins.
Yeah.
It's why people enjoy Magic.
Nice catch, Blanco Nino. But too bad your ass got sad.
As somebody in the chat was saying, it definitely has that impression of like, this is a really simple game, but we've been playing it for 1,000 years. Let's add some more weird rules,
Maybe
and then let's add
Yes.
some other
If
interesting
you do it
things,
like this,
because
your
not,
hand can
otherwise it would be
change
boring.
into these
Oh,
and
okay.
go
So the reason I
into-
was thinking this is because I know that more of them are out there.
Did you discard twice?
Did I?
Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You did because you just drew, right?
Yeah.
You should have 13 after you draw, or you should have 14 after your draw.
Oh, 14.
I think you discarded twice.
Oh.
Because you should have 14 tiles total.
How do we fix this?
We just
keep that one.
so keep that one.
Okay.
And we'll just have you draw again. I guess. Is everyone okay with that?
Yep. Go to
Right.
Yeah. Everything's made up and the points don't matter.
Okay.
So now that makes your hand much simpler. Right?
now big cheats.
So this is a case where you would want to reach.
Oh,
your
right,
hand
because
is-
I'm one away.
Your hand is ready. Your hand is ready. Your hand is closed, and you have defined weights very clearly.
And I put in.
So you say reach, put your tile sideways,
'Kay.
and you ante 1,000 points.
Say it.
The cheat.
There it is.
So Alex is now reach. So now Alex, you can't change your hand, but you're
I'm looking for something.
looking for tiles. Now technically, you should make sure that those tiles are not in your discard, and
Well, that would
that
screw me.
not all of them are visible on the table.
Yeah. I'm not that smart.
I didn't actually look either, so.
Oh no! Did you just get fooled into prematurely reaching?
I don't want
The
that.
furry city.
It's fine.
There is at least one tile in the game.
Furry City? More like Surrey City.
Ooh. Don't discount Burnaby. There's some freaks living there.
Whoa, hang on. I'll have you know.
In the good freaky way.
So it's not your winning tile, so you have to discard it. You don't have choice.
Just
Next round, yeah.
show
So,
me
yeah.
potato salad.
Alex's game has gotten very easy now.
Yeah.
Alex's game is very easy.
Agreed. Oh.
It's okay.
That can't build for me.
Now I kind of want to see people play like poker, but just with Mahjong tiles.
with Mahjong tiles.
It's like,
So because you're looking for your winning tile, you want to draw it separately from your hand, so
Oh,
you
okay.
can declare it on the side, so you can show which your winning draw is.
Gotcha. Oh my god.
This draw is on fire.
Oh,
Come
no.
on, Horner, send me over the edge.
Okay.
Wow.
So the rest of the table doesn't actually know what Alex is going for.
Correct.
No.
So,
There's
so
no information.
Yep.
Okay.
So every tile is.
So they
These
might-
tiles are safe.
and Alex can pull from anybody who discards, eh?
Yes. So you win on any tile, assuming he's not in a free 10, which I can tell you he's not. So if he finds his winning tiles, he can take them if they hit the table or if he draws them.
Right?
Yes.
So,
you declare it,
What am I
Ron.
declaring?
The call's Ron because you're
Ron.
taking from a player,
Ron.
and so you just tip. No, it's your whole hand. Ron.
Get it.
So the reason you do this sideways is so that you can show what is in your hand is not. So we have all pawn, 3 concealed pawn.
Nice.
And you actually ran into one of my special cases that I actually have to check for because
Oh no.
theoretically, if that Ron counts as 4 concealed pawn, it's actually a Yakima.
Oh yeah.
So you're a spicy
4
boy
concealed
tonight.
pawn
Yeah.
plus pair? That?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it counts as if 4 concealed pawn has to be
Yeah.
this or if the Ron counts.
That's a tough one.
I have to check.
So you're saying
Well,
it's
you can
not a
yak him. You can yak him off someone else. I just want to check if by our
At
set
this
of
point,
rules
Alex has
won the
this
hand,
game.
and he has a good score no matter what.
Yeah, so
What happens to that?
So we all show.
I mean, we could.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
so
probably
you
should.
can't show if you can. So why don't you all show explain what you're working towards while I check this?
So I was going for
By the
exactly what
Netherlands.
Alex is going for there. I've had the 3 here, another 3, a 3, and now I just needed to get a 3 and somehow build a pair out of that. I was a fair ways away.
What's a Hanuman?
It's
The Monkey King.
It's a 7.
Hanuman.
Yeah, Monkey King.
Hanuman is 6 or 7.
Ah!
Rip.
I was looking for the 4-pin tile.
I had
And-
2 of them.
You had 2 of them. I assume someone had some of them.
Okay, perfect.
That's
Yes.
as close as I had to my hand being
Yes.
anything. I don't know.
So, I
the-
get my
You get it back because you won. So whoever wins the hand gets the ante there. So this individual meld here is not a concealed meld. So you don't have 4 concealed pawns.
Oh, okay.
So what you have here is you've got all pawn, which is worth 2 Yaku. He has 3 concealed pawn, which is also worth 2 Yaku. So you get both of those.
4 Yaku.
So that's 4 Yaku right there. You're all simples because you have only tiles from 2 through 8. So all simples is worth 1. So that's 5. And then we get to check. You get Yurichi, so you get Dora, so 4s. But because you're also Richi, you get the Dora, so you get 8s. So you don't have any 8s, don't have any 4s. That's not any extras. So there's no bonus tiles there. I don't think you have. Don't have 6s. So it's only 5 as far as I can see. So that's a Mongan.
A what?
A Mongan.
Mongol.
Okay.
So you round off Kathleen. So you're going to take points from her. So what you do is now we get to consult
That's
the
rude.
score sheet. So
Oh shit!
you count how many Han you have. So you have 5 Hans. So you go down to Mongan. You're a non-dealer. So and you round off her. So you get 8,000 points from Kathleen.
Oh my god!
Yeah. So the Fu matter, which is your mini points, if you have less than 5 Mongan. If you have 5 or less than 5 Yaku, if you have at least 5 Yaku, the points stop mattering and you just get how much you get.
Okay.
So it's
The
not
important part I heard is that Kathleen owes me 8K.
yeah. So you have to pay him 8,000 points.
How about this? What is this? 10,000?
That's 10,000.
Can I
yeah.
have some change?
Which one's?
So one of the courtesy rules of Mahjong is pay quickly and overpay, and then the player who you paid can take their time to give you the correct change back while the next hand is being resent.
Hi, arigato.
So
What about the rest of us? Do any of us get any score?
No.
nope.
You just die.
Only,
done.
only Alex gets points if he won.
So-
And then the dealer passes to the next player because he wasn't dealing.
And we take a
but I
break.
got
We're
the
gonna,
win.
we're gonna shuffle these up here. Gonna take a quick break, and there'll be a little bit more Mahjong after this.
This is cool.
Don't go away.
I got
Or AFK here on the mighty Loading Ready Run Video Entertainment Network. We're playing Mahjong, and we've gone through a few games. It's been going pretty good for us. I think we all feel a little bit more comfortable.
Slinging tiles.
Yeah.
As a heads up, sorry. This is the first time any of us have ever
Let's
played.
be very clear. And it's
well,
important,
not me, but
it's important
I don't know well.
to get that out there and put that on the table because we want to say thanks to, I guess, the creators of Mahjong, USPML. US Professional Mahjong League. Thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with us here. We're enjoying the game. Oh, I'm not on mic? Well,
Oops.
hi! That
Take it on
was
the top.
definitely very much louder than. Hope you all heard that. Welcome back to AFK. We're playing Mahjong. We're having fun. Thank you so much to the creators of Mahjong, USPML, for coming into the chat and hanging out with us.
It's not as funny the second time.
No,
No,
it
it's
isn't.
really
It's
not.
really not.
Maybe try the third time. It's a rule.
Oh,
right?
they heard you anyway, so now you really
Go
look
with a
like an
different-
idiot.
Okay, we'll do it a third. Well, you know what we'll do for a third time is play a game of Mahjong.
Yeah, let's
How
do
about
it.
that?
All right. So before we go into the third hand, I did make a mistake. I forgot to include your Richi as your Yaku. So you actually have 6 Yaku, which changes it from a Mongan to a Hanuman. Kathleen, you own 4,000 more points.
Change, please.
What's
5.
5? Hi, Dozzle.
They look really delicious.
I know. I'm gonna eat all of these.
At least you get to roll some dice.
So 6. So 1, 2, counterclockwise.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, that's clockwise there. 1, 2, 3,
Anti-clockwise.
4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The quick rule of thumb is that yourself is 1, 5, and 9.
5. Where do I get? From
6.
Yeah, it's 6, and it's from the right.
It's man, it's harsh that the person
over.
who you drew the thing
And
from
then this,
has to give you all the
gonna be-
points.
because it's going to be, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is going to be
Right.
the first tile of the next wall. So we just pull it to the side.
And we
And now we could go from there. So Kathleen is dealer, so she is going to take first tiles.
All right, don't we have to like flip a
Oh yeah, you
secret
can. So
suit?
you can get flip the door indicator.
Dora is
4 up.
5.
5 of
pin.
pins.
Alright, and so Kathleen is east now?
Nope.
Oh, wait, that
the
way.
axes. Yep.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, I am.
You're east
You're
now.
east seat and east table win. So you're
Oh.
east.
double east. You ever been east twice?
Ah.
And so that means.
Oh, dear
Alex
God.
is south.
Alex is south. Ian is west.
I'm north.
Matt is north. Now you're gonna take 1, or you can do this.
Oh,
Not yet. Next.
Huh?
Kathleen
I
needs
took my
1.
third.
Yeah, so you need
I-
to take 1, and then not 1.
Wait.
No, he hasn't taken the third yet.
Oh, you didn't take your third yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. There we
Oh,
go.
I see. Sorry. I thought everyone had taken their thirds already.
And
There.
now,
Now you take your ones.
1. Yep.
It is east.
One,
It is the third hand.
And
East on
you take
Bakers?
one more, I
East
think?
3.
And then I have 14.
3,
so then I got to
6,
discard
9.
first.
Yeah, so that'll be your first
So I
discard.
take one more.
One
No,
more.
no.
yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
You should have 13 tiles.
Oh, okay.
So dealer is 14 because she's drawn her tile for her
okay.
first
Oh,
time.
yeah. Okay.
Let's sort out this schmung.
That's sort of a shorthand, like a shortcut that players take when they're opening their hands.
Why would you open your hand right away? You get more points when it's closed.
I mean, if you demolished everybody.
Yeah.
It's fair. Sometimes you just win by going pawn, pawn, pawn. I'm out.
Ah, pop, 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 pop.
It just
Wait, where's my cheat sheet?
your cheat sheet is right here.
Thank you. I still haven't learned the
It's your
numbers.
cheat sheet.
I'm gonna reachy for my cheat sheety.
Mm.
Wait.
So when we play Mahjong at home, we have these 2 little, like little mini toy guns that we call our pun guns.
Oh,
So
no.
that when people make terrible Mahjong puns, we just pew, 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 and put them back. It's punishment.
It's pretty funny.
Punishment, yeah.
Is that a real occupational hazard when playing Mahjong? Is Mahjong puns?
Yes, it is incredibly occupational hazard.
In their group, anyway. In any group with me in it.
Ooh, punishment. That's
Oh.
good. Well, I've never thought of that in like 3 years.
Really?
Ah,
That's
I want to use that one and get pun gun.
get out of here. Get out of
Sorry,
here.
1 second.
Look into my eye.
Which one?
Sha 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 sha.
I prefer Talus.
Got him.
Well, the thing about Shaw is it is 3 times faster than the other ISP.
Got him.
Oh.
And we have begun.
Off to the races.
The highest points is the winner at the end of. Generally, you play to South 4, so you play 4 positions in East and then 4 positions of South, and that's referred to as a Hanchan, and that's your like the game. And then tournaments are multiple Hanchans and things like that. And there's specialty rules depending on what your tournament rules are, but
Sorry, I'm just trying to
we're
figure.
just basically going to be play as many hands as we can get in our.
I'm having so
the
much
time we
trouble
have.
with these numerals.
So you hardly ever get up
But
to.
I think I'm going to keep those and...
You hardly ever get up to west and north as the
What,
actual.
you only ever go to west and north if you have like special tournament rules that let you play into the west and north table rounds. Usually, you have rules where it's like if there's not a large enough point spread at the end of South 4, then you play west win. And then the same thing if there's not a, and it's like
like
if the lowest points,
tiebreaker.
yeah, it's like the lowest points and the highest points is less than 10,000, then you play west win. So in this case, Alex is 43,500, Kathleen is 19,500. So you would stop at South 4 if this was the end game score, and then you would. So after South 4 is where you get your points for the Hanchan, but that's for points going forward. So and you divide by thousands, and it's a whole
Sorry.
process, and we're not going to worry about any of it because it doesn't matter for the purpose of just a game of Mahjong. We started at 30,000 points. Was our starting score.
Well, I'm not in the position to win, but I'm just like I have to like look at this to sort of make some
You'd
decisions
be
here.
surprised. I mean, in one hand, Alex took 12,000 points off Kathleen. That can flip very fast.
Yeah.
Kathleen could take 12,000 points off someone else.
We just don't like dragons.
No.
It's okay not to like dragons. They're big and stinky.
Whoa, hang on.
They're very bad dragons.
Only if they're colored. D&D has taught me that.
The internet taught me that.
Taught you a lot of stuff. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're up.
Flip it, stick it.
See you later. Bye. You better bring it.
Please don't stick anything to my tiles.
That would be
Hang
marketing.
on. Sorry, what numeral is that?
A
That's a
9.
9.
And you can only make...
Off of pawns.
Cheese are only from the person on your left.
Right.
Yeah, if you got other two 9s, you can grab it.
Dinger.
Hold on to that, I guess.
Oh, I would not enjoy a 4-win game. His first game they played 4 wins. It took 6+ hours.
Jeez.
It's too long.
Yeah.
I mean, I've played, spent all afternoon playing Mahjong, which is great, but usually break it into multiple games.
That's sort of like starting off Magic by playing Plane Chase.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was me.
Why?
Commander Plane Chase.
You did it.
Did I do that to you? I'm so sorry.
I mean,
That one's 6?
Ben was saying he was teaching somebody with Commander.
And I can...
Yeah, it was Desert Bus 4, and I got the $5 deck.
You can do that if you want.
And...
So
What are you calling?
you call it, and then you reveal. You call, reveal, take.
Gee.
Gee. That.
I figured I'd help.
Give me. And... Like...
Correct.
Other
job.
side. though,
Other
I think.
side.
It's your it's your it's always to your right.
That's my zone.
Remember, things are red right
And
to
then
left.
you have to discard no.
Right, yes. Nobody likes dragons.
Yeah, I was
That's
just thinking
not a
like
dragon.
I was just
Well,
thinking
nobody likes wind either.
Plane Chase Mahjong.
Oh, wow. You just like
How?
flip the turn order, put all tiles in the middle, shuffle them, and redeal.
You have effects at changing your Dora,
Nope.
changing your
Nope.
changing each person's discard.
You're making my brain hurt.
I was going to say, I mean, like, it's a shame I don't have another 2 of those Norths, but I'm going to have to pass wind.
This is why we have a pun gun at our Mahjong table when we play.
Because of Ian.
Because everyone who plays is like this.
He figured out a way to disrespect both China and Japan at the same time.
Working on it, Discordian.
Do I want that?
And Ian, no.
I'll leave it.
Yes.
The question is the Ian no emote just the Ian emote?
No, I can add,
Just change the command to start the emote.
for the purposes of commerce, I'm going to say absolutely it is not.
Is it just the Ian yes emote then?
Who's got the bunk? Who's got the bunk?
Gotta have that.
Chunk. Who's got the chunk?
Them good boys.
The good. Well, I got a couple good old boys with some chunk.
Oh Lord, they come.
I was watching clips of Japanese King of the Hill the other day.
Right. That's like, yeah, Bobby-chan.
Apparently, there is a debate in Japan on whether it is proper to watch King of the Hill dubbed or subbed.
I love that the Japanese are just as weeby as we are about dubs versus
Isn't that
subs.
amazing?
It's so
It's
good.
really
so
legitimate.
awesome.
It's really a legitimate debate of which is better.
I would say sub because otherwise you don't get.
Yeah, but you need to watch it in the original.
Yeah,
language,
well,
right?
exactly.
Well, no, localization is important, Alex. A lot of people in Japan don't have the cultural context for
And-
American jokes.
So the question is, do
Yep.
the Japanese think that the Japanese
Yep.
voice actors are not as good as the American voice actors for American shows?
But are,
Yeah,
they,
but-
are they getting the uncut jokes?
Ian, if you're gonna
Ah.
watch a foreign show, I think you owe it to yourself to become knowledgeable in those things.
Now, the question really matters is, what matters? What is a cartoon? And I would posit that a cartoon
Brings up a
is
little pile of
an
secrets.
American animation made by Americans, primarily for American audiences.
What happens if it's made in Europe? Then what is it called?
Ooh, I mean that's anime.
What?
If in France,
But I thought anime was from Japan,
from the
primarily
French reading.
from the Japanese audience. And if we have cartoons and anime are specifically to America and Japan, what happens if England makes a show?
I like animation. It's like, screw you guys, I'm gonna watch like NFB shorts.
Oh, Nelvana and yeah. What is the Canadian animation term?
Sorry?
Broadcast only
Anime?
in Canada, so it doesn't matter.
Because we got to deal with
It's
things
canime.
the
Canime? Canime.
So the raccoons then definitely
Wow. That one's 5?
That's nine.
9.
9. Hang on.
Those, I get those two mixed up.
Oh,
too.
G Dwarf, that's kind of really good too. Dangerous safety. Yeah.
Anime.
I feel like having a involved discussion about a
Because you
completely
have
different topic
6, 7.
is also a large portion of the Mahjong
This is
play.
already
Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
This? Is that a 6?
Oh, that's a 5. Sorry. I thought
Yeah.
it was
Okay, so I'm gonna.
Yep.
Pawn?
Yep.
No, chi.
Chi is
Chi. Hit! Dude.
Oh no!
Cheese it.
And I'll discard that one.
That is a 2 of symbols.
This is East 3.
Oh, thank you.
Or
I mean,
Are
you
you
can
calling
only
something,
call it from across if it's 3 of a kind, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 4 of a kind, technically.
which apparently is mostly everything you call is.
I don't really want that one.
What,
So what-
what number is that? That's another 9.
9.
What got you interested in Mahjong?
Quite frankly, it's the Yakuza
The
series.
Yakuza
Yeah,
series?
same.
with you?
Same.
Kathleen?
Uh,
What made
we
you
have Mahjong sets at home, and I have been told it's like amped up gin rummy.
I don't know how to describe it, but it has profoundly pleasing aesthetics as a game.
For me, it was watching Akagi.
Mm.
Akagi is a really good anime about it's sort of a dark Mahjong storyline.
So, as a fan of that particular genre, how realistic would you say something like The Legend of Koizumi is in terms of Mahjong play?
I don't know if I've watched that yet.
Oh, okay.
I think it was one of those ones because I watched Saki, which is not realistic Mahjong in
okay.
any way. It's a great show if you want the sort of the high school slice of life playing mystical Mahjong basically because
Right.
every call they make is Yakumans and things, and it's like Yakuman countered with Yakumans. It's great. It's
that's
completely implausible.
That's Koizumi too, except it's world leaders playing on the bridge of an aircraft carrier.
Oh, that
I'm
thing.
gonna have to watch this one.
Isn't the one where Kim Jong Il like cheats a bunch?
Oh yeah.
Can I grab that if that's
If
If
it's
it's
a
a
pawn.
3 of a kind of thing.
on?
Yes.
Pawn.
So reveal. There.
Cool.
Oh
Pawn.
snap!
And that. Brings
Good.
play back to Alex.
You have to discard first.
And
though.
yeah, I have to discard. What do I want to discard here?
I'm sure Mahjong masters don't rearrange your tiles.
Apparently,
Well,
Koizumi
yeah.
is not good mahjong player.
Well, it's
It's
the
also
same thing.
half-hour long.
If you go like Casino Royale or whatever, where they're just like going all in constantly.
Yeah.
For playing poker.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't there one where like he rubs the tile so hard the like ink comes off and it becomes a white dragon?
Yep.
It's like,
That's cheating.
of course
Yes.
it's cheating.
In Koizumi,
It's also
everyone cheats,
impossible.
apparently.
Yes, it's called it's supernatural Mahjong.
Go, Alex.
There are people cheating in mahjong and akagi, but they cheat in more realistic ways, like sleight of hand, reveal of like, oh, like I knocked over my tile and I reveal this. So it's a character tile, and then later
Con?
swapping it off.
What?
Can I call?
You can't take it because
can't?
it's someone else discarding it. And
Okay.
if your pawn was called and you dropped from the wall,
Right.
then you can do.
Okay.
How is there not an anime about Mahjong with a cast of 13 orphans?
Who says there isn't?
Because it seems like the right casting for it.
Apparently
right?
there is.
Oh, there is. Well, there you go.
I just realized why the hand's called 13 Orphans. Because 13 unmatched tiles, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, you have to match one of them.
That's the one everybody else hates.
Wow.
Wow.
It's just like,
It's the one that has a
Must be
has a
nice.
sibling. Yeah, because the setup for the hand is 13 individual the 13 terminals and honor tiles, and then you match one to make your hand.
See, now this looks like an exit sign.
Excellent.
There's like the 2 feet and like, get out.
Oh, yeah. From your side, yeah.
What?
Think
Okay.
You have one more.
Oh,
So does Ian.
What? Come
So
on,
does
man.
Alex.
Am I the only one that knows how to arrange the center
No,
tiles?
you're the one that knows how to count to 6.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Does anybody else
3,
here care about the
4, 6.
goddamn rules?
Well, I mean, technically I do.
But only technically.
Is there a whole realm of like Chinese sleight of hand magic using like in the same way we have there's like card tricks?
I
So like
wonder.
Mahjong tricks?
Probably a bit. Yeah.
Maybe. It would
Well,
probably be
I
pretty
think
cool.
it's more into Go, right?
I
Like,
don't
that's
know.
a very powerful
Go
symbolic
is
one.
yeah. Go. I don't know. Go is super popular. Go is actually one of the things I want to like learn how to
Talk
play
to
well.
Cam.
Go
he
is
wants to play Go.
Chinese checkers. Actually, I want.
Well, Serge is a champ, isn't he?
Well, no, but he did play Go professionally.
What I really
he?
want. What I really want to learn to play is shogi.
Ooh,
What's shogi?
Chinese/Japanese chess.
It's super.
Is that the one with the
interesting.
little like?
Those
Yeah.
chevrons, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shogi looks really interesting
Or
to
shields.
play.
Well, now we're just gonna have to learn all these and have like a board games night.
I mean, if only you had a
just
stream
did.
that you could like host those.
This
on.
is
I mean, we don't have to share everything. I like that in the
Go
chat
ahead,
we
Alex.
have sequentially shogi is super hard and shogi isn't too difficult.
And shogi is my jam.
What
It's a lot of things.
is going on?
Shogi is incredibly, insanely difficult at upper levels. That's why it's their system of advancements is nuts. You need to like hold ranks for years. I seem to be bringing a new standard for table friends by literally bringing a table.
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah. By the way, yeah. Welcome. There seems to be the Mahjong players in our chat seem to be multiplying. So
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I
and
don't.
welcome to all of you. We apologize if
We're gonna be real bad.
Yeah, sorry.
this is a learning experience for everybody.
Yeah, there's a training wheel stream.
Yeah, it's getting to experience mahjong.
This is our let's try.
It's just like I made a pawn.
Yes, you did. Good job, dear.
I want to put it on the fridge.
Okay.
I need
Who
I
needs
need
a
a much
fridge?
stronger magnet.
Yeah.
You,
Oh, okay.
you get a magnet little track that has magnets on it.
I'm gonna take mine to the pawn shop.
I'm gonna have to find you for that.
What?
So is it a tile you don't recognize?
It's just like Beej's disappointed face.
Why is your face on this tile?
Yeah, you also learn who among your friends is really particular about specifics of things.
Lining
by,
up their stuff.
like
yeah.
lining them up, flipping upside down tiles. Like you learn who doesn't care and who really cares.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Smiling James face style. Oh, now I'm just imagining a custom Mahjong set with like
Get 3D print it, or just like
with
actually
with,
laser
like
etch
the
it.
crew faces as the honor and win tiles.
That's weird.
and just like
That's very weird.
it's just very.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Listen.
Yeah, it's like you guys
The
want to play
mascots.
Mahjong.
Yes.
Oh no!
Mahjong.
I'll
Instead of 4 wins, it's 4 moods of beach. Like happy beach, sad beach, angry beach, and like nauseated beach.
Your dragon towels are just the are Gib
Bartleby.
Bartleby and
Pistachio.
Oh,
pistachio.
Yeah, I'll take the
Creepy
the
doll.
7 of spoopifers.
Yeah. They need 3 suits. Yes.
7 of lefts.
Yes, spoofers, cameras, and
I just
We
like
It's got
Sorry,
that.
Kelly's
I'm just thinking
fingers.
about what I'm gonna discard here.
happy muffins and sad muffins.
yeah.
Oh yeah, muffins.
Yeah.
Muffins for pins.
No one likes that bird.
No.
Basically, we just go through and do all the emotes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's sort of like the images I was thinking. right?
Okay. Well, that's something.
Thanks for stopping by, USPML.
Mm-hmm.
Pleasure to have you.
Hello,
This
your
is very
friends.
low level
This is
Mahjong play.
Super intro, but that's okay.
It's like a learning stream. Hopefully, people who learn will, or people who watch will be like, oh, neat.
If you play Mahjong once, you might play it twice.
I can't recommend enough you find a friend who already knows how to play Mahjong to help you and just sit basically and be your coach for the evening.
I mean, it's a good way to do it. So
Primarily with the scoring.
I mean, as
Yeah.
Andre was saying, the idea of playing against sort of some AIs and stuff could be quite handy too.
I like playing
Just
with
to
the
get-
AIs just to learn how to not fruit in myself.
Yeah, just to
Right.
sort of get the rules down and know what to look for.
Brick.
I feel like we need some parlor music in the background.
Or,
Fog in the air.
oh no, we need Enka going.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hikoshi Kyoki.
Through a balloon.
Through a really shitty speaker.
I would suggest that, except that I know for a fact that most Japanese music publishers are extremely litigious on iTunes or on YouTube.
Danger.
and on iTunes.
We'll just have like Mahjong after hours where like
Mahjong after dark.
it's like no VOD.
No VOD, no rules. No second chances.
It's your first night at Mahjong Club. You have to play.
You have to.
You have to play.
You have to reach.
You have to reach.
So in tournament Mahjong, for example, I'll let you.
From my left, I can do this.
Yes. So in tournament Mahjong, you can't have any assists on.
I still haven't
your
figured.
cards.
Not pawn.
Chi.
Chi.
Like the T.
Just remember, it's a string of numbers, therefore it's like string cheese.
That's the worst thing you've ever said in your life. And hang
That's
on.
not true.
I'm gonna discard.
What?
All mnemonics should be cheese based.
There's nothing wrong with sheets, but in tournament Mahjong, you can't have sheets. You have
You
to.
wouldn't need it.
You have to know what all the possible combinations
Sure.
are, and you have when you declare, you have to declare exactly what you have.
That makes sense. If you're playing in a tournament, you should probably know how to score.
There's it's less scoring. Less scoring and more like knowing what the left or to your right
Yes.
goes to the right corner.
I'm left-handed, so I automatically went that way.
Yep.
And there we are.
First night at Mahjong Club, you have to shuffle.
It's like okay, clack, clack, clack. Yeah.
Every night you have to shuffle.
No, you just have to do all the work. The other 3 people just get to go have a smoke, and then you have to shuffle.
I just imagining they have just like basically a ball pit, but it's just filled with Mahjong tiles.
Food calculations aren't actually not that hard. There's a couple tricks to do them. We haven't had to do one yet tonight because we had a draw and then a Mangan plus. So
I don't think we're going to get a full 6 games tonight.
I expect if we can get through the East round at least, that'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
The East table win.
Mm-hmm. We'll get past that one.
The first time you play, the first win is slow. And then the second time you play, it's like twice as fast.
And it just
Does it
keeps
keep
getting
accelerating
faster.
like that?
It gets to a speed that is not lucrative
Okay.
until you get professional, and then it actually gets kind of lucrative. Where calls are listed at 0.5 and 3 seconds for wrong calls.
No.
So you have 0.5 seconds to make your chi or pawn call.
What
It's
the?
like play your tile, next guy draws, and you have to-
Holy
yeah,
jeez.
it's very fast.
Mahjong, but it goes faster every time they say Ricci.
Chi, just chi.
Just chi.
Just chi or pawn.
Chi chi pom pom chi pom chi pom 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 chi pom.
I believe it's your turn.
Yeah.
It's like
At that speed, it's a rhythm game, basically.
yeah, exponentially. There's no like upper boundary to the speed.
I have to call that chi.
So I'm curious what's your end game?
I don't know.
Here?
I just want to match stuff.
Mm.
I'm very like rudimentary low level.
So you need to make sure you have. So you need to make sure you can make at least
I did
one
discard,
Yaku,
yes, I
otherwise
did.
you can't go.
Yeah, that was
out.
your skin. Wrong?
So because you have a 9 here, you're not in all simples. So you can't use all simples or all terminals. Because these two don't have terminals and this has no symbol.
Oh, weird.
So because you have a 9 in this set.
Hmm.
So you need to see what else you can
Well, if I don't go out, I don't go out.
Mm.
I remember playing games like this.
Go ahead, Alex.
Like when I was a kid, that I just like there was just like a bunch of stuff pre-installed on my computer, and I didn't know the game really.
Yeah.
And so you just kind of open it up and
Teachers,
like
you need to find
kind of
a
click
way.
on stuff until
Sorry?
something
You need to find a
happens.
way to match. So this is
My first
Italian
experience with
something.
Mahjong was
Okay, that
essentially
makes
the
sense.
solitaire version,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is
Oh,
like
yeah.
the turtle
something.
pile of them. And you're just pairing them off.
Ooh, I'm gonna die. Don't worry, I'll just be a sack.
No. How's everyone feeling about their hand?
No one in this hand can go into Ricci. Everyone is open.
Yep.
Mm.
I'm a little disappointed by that.
So I guess it won't go faster this time. Because every time we say Ricci, you know, gotta go faster.
I don't know,
What am I doing with my life? I don't know.
Killing all your tiles, Alex. Monsters.
I don't need no tiles.
I mean, you definitively do. And that's how you win in Mahjong.
I ain't got time for tiles.
Not quite sure how you were getting your points earlier then.
I guess. I don't like
And Stacy is coming in with a
that.
rather non-standard no tile technique.
Mm.
Let's see how it works for him.
Oh, I don't think it works very very well, Paul. Something tells me about in the past history of Mahjong, no one has ever won with no tiles.
And, yeah. And that will continue today.
I mean, anything can happen in cheat step. So
G-step?
cheat step.
Jesus.
Okay.
Oh,
so
the basket.
some other ways you can go for these ones here.
Which ones?
So
Oh,
those are ways you can try to
these two here.
specifically this one here. So like off this. So there's always special ones where you can like win off the last draw,
Okay.
or win off a con discard, or win off the. So even if your hand is, you end up getting not in a place where your hand is finished. You can always there's always the last tile you can win off of. Yes. Oh, I am being summoned.
I'm just wondering if this is complete.
Which tile did you just draw? can move the tile aside.
Yeah.
So you don't currently have a Yaku.
But I want one.
So unfortunately, we all
That's the
want
hard
Yaku.
part.
So while yes, this is a complete hand, because you don't have a Yaku, you can't go out on it.
So I
If
have
we're
to
playing
discard
HK
something.
style, it would work though, right?
Yeah. If this was Hong Kong style, you could go out. So I recommend these two tiles because then you're building towards that.
Oh, like getting rid of.
Yes, because then you're building to all simples,
Huh.
as opposed to just the ones that are keeping you in two different sets.
Okay. And here I would have thought that keeping a face card, air quotes,
Honor tile.
honor tile, would be one of the bases of a hand.
And it can be, but you have more options available to you if you get rid of them. Because you're also not self-seat, so it's even if you got 3 of them, it's not doesn't count as a Yaku for you.
Yeah.
Who's up?
I've already gone, actually. Go
Oh.
ahead, Alex.
I
Hey.
didn't even see you discard.
Wow.
Okay.
The stealth
Oh.
discard.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
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 Now you are 100% on this plan.
Am I?
Yes, because count how many of these there are.
Wait, but oh,
Look how many are on the table.
I fucked up.
No, it's fine. You were on this plan probably anyways, but now you've solidified that.
Sure. I planned it this way.
You're very sure.
You have an out, is what you've given yourself to. Play to your outs, Alex.
So I gotta hang on to these for dear life.
Yeah, you hang on to that.
Hang on to all of
Just
them.
all 4 of these?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, my game plan's simple again. Ah! It's called
I mean,
free fall.
Nay.
There are some ways you could switch your hand up, but because there's so few tiles left, your options are very limited.
Yeah.
So I don't think you have enough tiles left in the draws to change to one of the potential methods. So you're looking for a lucky draw,
Okay.
which
C9,
is sometimes
take my energy.
it's my team,
Go, Matt.
it's my boys. When I started watching League of Legends the year C9 started playing, so I'm like, oh, they're new. I'm new. Also cheering for those guys, and then they crushed that first year, and I'm like, oh, I'm on, on that train forevermore.
All I know is the meme.
It's because they have a history of winning things they definitely shouldn't win, and not winning things they definitely should.
La 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 la.
Ooh, pawn.
What?
Upon?
Pawn. You pawn. Yeah, there you go. Correct.
And then Matt's turn again.
Yeah, so
You have to
you need to discard first,
Discard first.
and then it's Matt's turn again. So because you're so close, what you're really trying to get into is you're trying to get into Tempai. That's your goal. If you can't win by the end of the hand, you want to be in Tempai so you don't have to pay out. / you get paid.
I don't like that one. I want this one.
Well, not
I don't
one.
want this one.
I'll cycle this tile.
Made the wrong call there.
Whoops.
Da-da. That's the
Da,
last discard
da,
before Alex's last round discard.
Da, da.
And you can see why you do 6x3.
Nice square.
Oh, that's really tight.
That's like tight shit right there.
Yeah, these are really thick tiles. They're very pleasing.
Yeah, smaller tiles, you can play on a smaller board, but the larger tiles really give a nice hand feel when you're playing with them and moving them around.
Imagine if they were made out
Right.
of iron.
So this is the last draw, so you want to draw it to the side because it's relevant for you. And then, unfortunately, it's not what you need,
Nope.
so that's the last
It's
discard.
Chuck Testa.
So if anyone can go out off this tile, this counts as a Yaku because the last tile, last draw, and last discard are
Oh.
viable.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Maybe?
So
Let
if
me-
you can win off
Yaku?
that tile.
I think I might be able to.
Okay.
Give it a
Okay.
try.
Should I?
Yaku?
What is it?
So it's Ron.
Ron. Okay.
You don't get to discard. You just have to like show your hand, and your hand is being a state to win.
Okay. Hopefully it is in a state to win. If I do this and get rid of that,
No, you
No, you can't discard.
There's no discards.
there's no discards. Oh, then I
Did you-
can't.
Yeah, because you have to be in sets of 3.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I was like, and what about sets of a pair? But it doesn't work.
No, not quite.
And I was going for all simples.
Also,
so I
that's
was like,
because this is a 6. So you're close.
yeah.
So,
So it's not a 5.
Do we all want to show our hands? Ooh,
so put this
show.
one back.
what it was that we were
So
working on.
Alex is both in simples and terminals, so he can't actually go out. So he was actually trying to go out on because there's only 2 of the east wins left in the board. He can't actually make a triple of them anymore.
Yeah.
So the only way he can win is by going out with Heitai Hotai, which is last draw or last discard, which is a viable Yaku. So he's in temp. Yeah, Alex is in Tempai, but he could have won off the last tile basically.
I'm still not 100% clear on what terminals are.
They're
The
the
end
ends,
numbers.
like
So
1s
one
and
or-
9.
You are actually in Tempai.
Yep.
Right there.
How did I miss that pitch?
I think it got discarded
After
you
that.
called that.
Because that's
So,
my
so
almost
Ian is in
last.
Tempai as well. You're in Tempai?
Am I?
9. Yeah, because you have a set, and 1. Because you can't have your head tile because you're
Everyone's
you need to be
Tempai?
1 tile down.
except
Kathleen
me.
is 1 off.
I'm not.
So Kathleen, you owe 1,000 to each person.
Well, I've got all these thousands.
So
Yeah.
everyone goes
Make
up
it
1 except
rain.
Kathleen, who goes down 3,000.
My goodness,
Jeez.
I'm doing very
Brad.
poorly.
Thank you for the snack.
Shuffle it for the last game.
Well,
You gotta do this with Posse.
no, Kathleen was 1 off on Tempai. She had 2 sets of 2 cheese.
Yeah.
She had 3, 4, 6 on one of her sets of 3.
Yeah.
So it wasn't 3, 4, 5.
This is therapeutic.
What, the flipping?
Yeah, and just moving around.
As
and all that.
expected, these are very pleasing game pieces, which
Yeah.
is kind of what I think I like about this game.
You could technically play this with cards, but would you
I
want
don't
to?
think that it would be the same.
It wouldn't be the same.
So Alex's next project, building a Mahjong table.
Oh, baby.
We
Was
can.
it 2, 3, 4, 6, 6? Did you have 2, 3, 4, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 2, 3?
Those were numbers.
When she moved. So if her tiles were that, then yeah. I thought based on the way she had it organized, I thought she always had 2 double cheese with 1. So if that's true, then everyone was in Tempai.
Oh.
So give Kathleen 1,000 back.
I didn't actually change any points here.
Okay, perfect.
So we're all giving her back the sticks,
You give her back the 1,000.
including you, Alex.
I just did. I did it first. Thank you.
Ian has the
Okay.
give her.
I have tossed the stick
Yeah,
as well.
no,
Both of
that's
us
fine.
have.
Okay, so because Kathleen was also in Tempai, the dealer was in Tempai, so the dealer doesn't move, and we have a dealer repeat.
Oh.
So, Kathleen, for a marker, you take one of your 100 sticks, and you just put off to your right. So you're just like in the corner. I built a little chamber for them in the corner. So you just
Really?
the corner box. Yeah. just
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right
Maybe
there.
there.
Yeah, right there. So what this means is that after the next, whoever wins the next hand gets an extra 300 points per dealer repeat. When dealer repeat,
This is really cool.
Yeah.
Making this big old wall.
Yeah.
All right, I get
This
to roll some more
fortress.
dice.
When you use
yes, Bio, I built the tabletop. I have a smaller table underneath that I used as the. So what I did is I just built the top and it fits onto my chess table. My chess table.
5.
So you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Thank you, API Dev. No, I'm really glad because
6.
her tiles got moved around while she was shuffling things. and
Everything
so
okay over there?
When I looked at it, I thought there was a.
All right, so I've taken
split
6
cheese.
off the end, but I also need to take these 2, right?
Correct.
Perfect.
Getting it.
Excellent.
All right, then I
And
take
then-
2.
And we flip one.
Right.
The third one.
This
There you
one.
go.
Yeah. 3 of
2.
symbols is the Dora.
symbols
Because
is
it's the next one.
Yeah.
So it's the 3 of characters.
3 of characters.
All right.
Oh,
of
what a
mine.
character.
What?
All right, and so I
3
take the
of
first
mine.
4.
Yep.
Ah!
How
How about I
dare
take these ones?
Is she?
Because I
Yeah.
accidentally knocked one over.
And
Counter.
that goes to Alex.
It is very satisfying just like grabbing these tiles.
They're very blocky boys.
Them boys. And you get one.
Yoink.
Alex gets one. Ian gets one. I get one. And Kathleen draws.
Yeah, so one of the things I really like about it is when you put your tiles against the wall, if you just sort of, I like running my finger across them to line them up, you get that nice, in the front of them to push them all against the wall. And then it gets rid of all the little grooves, and it's very, very good, just like aesthetic.
Yes,
That's that good feel.
Good board feel.
Good board feel.
Yeah, I feel
Now
like
we all have to look at our tiles and
Hi,
figure out what
Suffix.
we're doing.
the overlap between people who like to play Mahjong and people who like to line things up very neatly is
It's probably very high.
Yeah.
I mean, I was interested in playing this game, and I think I'm the hugest offender for wanting to line things up.
I've always wanted to play on a fully automated Mahjong table. They're just incredibly expensive.
Yeah.
They're like 25 grand is the starting cost.
Well, I mean, like, they're very
Built by one
complicated, right?
This is all like actual like mahogany.
The thing about the
This is a
automated,
good one.
yeah, the thing about the automated Mahjong tables, which makes them expensive, is that they're all mechanical. They're
Yeah.
not just like showing you pictures.
Ben was lying to the viewers the other day at the end of last night. He said I was bringing a fully automated that I built myself, and I was like, man, I wish I could build a fully automated table.
Yeah,
I'd be making a lot more
Like,
money than I make now.
I think the best thing we could hope for is like a tiny thing pops up, Beej's head shows up, and like spits Mahjong tiles at
Yes,
us.
it's just a hole in the table. He comes up.
Yeah.
He does that.
Hold on,
It's
you
sort
get another mouthful of Mahjong tiles.
You just shovel them into Beej's mouth.
Yeah.
It's sort of a mechanical Turk system.
Yeah.
You know, beep beep. I'm a robot. Here's your tiles.
Oh man, it's just a very large Pez dispenser with all the tiles at the bottom.
So who's up?
Dealer.
Yep.
Dealer
Me,
is
I just
first,
have
you
to figure out what I
4
got to discard here.
Yeah, this is a good time to like sort of take a feeling of your hand and figure out what you're going to try to build towards, and then that's sort of your current game plan for what you're working on. And this is the greatest, sort of the time to do it. USPML already left POA.
They just came in to say hi. It's okay.
Hi.
We begin with an 8 of bamboo.
Mm-hmm.
Got a song on the way by the name of Bamboo. That was a long time ago when that
Hey
song came out.
everybody, have you heard the news about bamboo?
Pawn? To make 3 of a kind?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dang.
Your hand is no longer concealed.
No.
Just detected.
Play goes back to Alex.
Oh,
Do you have
just
to?
her first.
Oh, yeah, I get to discard. Da 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 da. Ba-bo.
That is a 7.
Yeah.
The only discards in this game are from Kathleen. So there's a lot of cool different hands. So one of the hands you can win on is called Sacred Discards. If you only for the entire game discard terminals and honor tiles, and no one steals any of them, if at the end of the hand, if you go to a draw, instead you win with a Mongan.
wow.
Oh wow.
Ian,
The
you're up.
Gashi Mongan.
Very special.
I like how the other Mahjong players can slam the names of the of the hands down for me, so I don't need to look at my sheet to get. I know like a handful of them, like Ipatsu and Tanyo and Chojutsu and stuff like that. But I don't. Yeah, there's a nice automated the insides of the bones of a machine
Yeah, that's nuts.
The bones of machines.
and the skins of Mahjong tiles.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you want to wash your Mahjong tiles every now and then.
I've never successfully been able to complete Nagashi.
Kurgendurgenlerd.
The dragon, Kurkenlurkendirge.
Technically, Cyborg K9, Washizu Mahjong involved the glove, but it also involved 3 of the 4 tiles of each set were glass, so that all players could see through the tiles.
What?
It was one of the things in Akagi, and it was to make the game really, really difficult, so that like 3 of every 4 of a set were clear glass.
Wow.
So you could see like, you know, if you had like 4 of like, say you had a con of 4 bamboo, 3 of them would be clear, then there'd be a 4th tile there. and you could. It was a hilarious arc, but I don't know how practical actually playing that would be. Another pawn?
No, I can. Yeah.
You
No,
don't
go
have
ahead. Go ahead,
Okay.
Matt.
Boo, 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 boo. Hold on to that and get rid of that.
Doesn't surprise me that there's a World Series of Mahjong.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of international. Oh, in a row.
Oh, sorry.
There's a lot of international tournaments.
Yeah.
Chinese Future Mahjong is actually quite popular.
The size of Mahjong tiles actually will be unlike playing cards or even magic cards. With Mahjong tiles, you could like fit a whole like ESP8266 inside one of those things.
They did like a Raspberry Pi inside each of them.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
essentially
they
what it is.
put RFIDs cards in in the backs of them here, so below the opaque part. So that's how they automate.
Oh,
knows,
man.
That's how they know what's. So when you put your hand down, it scans your hand
You know,
and
And-
tabulates a calculation for you.
And you can put enough semtex to blow your hand off.
Oh my god.
But I mean, like, you could do RFID, but there's so much space inside a tile. You
Why
could do
don't
all
you
sorts of cool
You
things.
do all sorts of things.
Make them zip around on the table by themselves.
If you could like component them and with wireless connections, and you do the Chinese Mahjong solitaire style to build your computer.
Okay, tell me about that weird solitaire game where it's like a big pile of these
So
tiles.
it's literally just a solitaire designing. It's a match 2 game.
Right, but
And
like,
just
where
uses
did that
Mahjong.
come from?
It's I don't know where it originates from, but that's what most people think of Mahjong. It's the first thing they go to.
Yeah.
Because it just uses Mahjong tiles. It's all called Mahjong, but it's not really Mahjong. It's solitaire. I don't know what its origins are though. I used to play as a kid.
Is it just like I guess it's probably one of those things that people just sort of came up with because they're like, well, we've got all these tiles, but I've got nobody to play with.
So the
Maybe I'll
solitaire,
do a thing.
the solitaire version of the apparently called Shanghai Mahjong.
Huh.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's been built into many versions of Windows, not just 3.1.
because it was created by the British who didn't know how to play Mahjong.
Probably.
I would not say that was probably far from true, which is the size.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alex is not like the pins.
No. Drop the Rinshan tile, please.
So different combinations of your tiles and different weights and different matches of them have specific names.
Oh.
And so like sets of 3 versus like say you have like a 5-6 and you're waiting for one of the outside tiles is a different named weight than having a 6-8 waiting on the middle tile. And so the players who play a lot of Mahjong know all the names of the different combinations of sets and cheese and like the runs, so that you know what types of tiles. So they can say like, oh, he had a Rinshin weight or whatever. I don't know all the names of the combinations, so I don't use them in anything. But that's what, yeah. So Champagne versus Kanchan, and it's indicating what types of tile you're waiting on. The laminated papers are the Yaku sheets.
Cheat sheets.
Cheat sheets.
Look at you!
Ta-da!
And now I have to discard.
Cheeky bastard.
Yes, I'm very cheeky. What do I want to get rid of? I'll get rid of
A tile?
this tile.
Ah, the one of pins.
Hmm. The lotus.
One.
Did you just say hold pawn a second?
No, but I wish I did.
Is there anything for having all 4 wins?
Yes,
As
it's a
tiles?
Yakuman. Oh, you mean like just like one of each wind?
Yes.
No.
The
That would be
bottom
too
one,
easy.
The bottom one of the Yakuman there is little 4 wins or shoot.
If you have
Okay, leave
sets,
only-
sets
sure.
of all the winds is different.
Was that?
But just having like
I'm done.
east west one of each of them is not.
Got
a thing.
you.
But if you have one of each of them and one of each of the terminal tiles and one of each of the dragons, then you're in a Yakima. That's 13.
Oh, there's a Taiwanese variant? Huh.
That makes
yeah.
sense.
There's a Filipino variant. There are a lot of variants that I noticed when I was trying to find out which rules we were going to learn today.
Yeah, also, I'd like that Scratch Monkey has figured out what my original plan was. I was going to have, like, a tank top, hairnet, and a cigarette hanging out of my mouth.
I was prepared to come in like with my tie and suit for the ref.
You know, just have, like, all the different, like, Mahjong stereotypes.
You were basically going to ref, and Alex was going to really kung fu hustled.
Yeah.
Who's that woman with the purple hair and the cat shirt in Yakuza?
Oh,
Yeah.
Should have been her.
the Obachan.
Obachan.
Obachan. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Mahjong is a great way for us Chinese to socialize. Yeah, it does seem like a very social game. Like, any of the photos or anything, there's 4 people playing and then, like, a half dozen hanging around watching, talking to each other.
Yeah,
Really?
and especially with other styles of Mahjong, where you're not actually trying to build yakus. It's much looser because is the tile that's
Clack,
discarded
clack, clack,
current relevant? No, nothing else matters then.
Neat.
And
Right.
So yeah, it's fairly easy to keep a conversation going when it's not your turn.
yeah, it's I can use that. Take it, because there's no open and closed. It doesn't matter.
Nay.
Nay.
No, it's a 5.
What? Swiggity, swiggity,
I
swiggity.
say nay nay.
You drive me nay, nay.
Watch me, nay.
Now watch me whip.
Go ahead, Alex.
Now watch me. I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. I mean, well,
I don't think that's true.
Well, today you're using it to play Mahjong.
hey.
That's
Ari.
unrelated to Mahjong. That's just in general.
Why not both?
So the things we're not playing with today is we're not playing with penalties. We're not playing with chombo, which is
Penalties?
yeah. So for example, when you knock a tile over, if you can knock up to 5
already?
tiles if
Yeah,
they're
I
your
did
own
that.
tiles, like accidentally reveal them.
Oh.
But if you like reach for your tile, like say it's my turn and I was reaching for a draw over here, and I knock one of Ian's tiles exposed, there's a more severe penalty than if I knock one of my own tiles.
This is very rude. You know,
Yeah.
very.
So
rude.
you can
That's
get
rude
in
as heck.
situations where you're in, you get penalized, and then you also get in a situation where you're penalized and you get what's called a dead hand, and you have to keep playing the hand. So you can still lose to someone, but you can't win.
Wow.
It's like you're not allowed to go out, but you have to still play the hand.
The
So that
clum-
you're playing into other people's potential discards.
So bad if I'm clumsy.
Yeah. Which is a funny thought because this is a game that commonly is played with drinks, right?
On side tables,
On
though.
On side tables.
We are
but-
playing with 410, and we're just not enforcing penalties
Yeah.
because it's not reaching Mahjong if you're not using 410.
Well, we can still brick.
I'll take
You
that.
can, but your discards are very important.
Nay.
I do like that they have a specific rule against like table flipping.
Blind discards?
I don't know what blind discards
Oh,
are.
you turn them face down after they're... That's kind of wild.
That's
this is just open
too
information.
complicated.
You're done?
I'm done.
Okay. Just like start grifting from Ian here.
Please don't.
Please do.
I need these for my work.
Yeah, you can still get the pick. When you're playing a dead hand, you still get the pick, but you still can't win, so you're potentially playing into people's... You're a sack of points at that point. That's running around trying to not get hit. You're basically the sandbag from Super Smash.
You won 500,000 yen on Evangelion Pachinko. You just like get it in the pedal catcher and like Shinji comes up and goes crazy at you.
That boy had a rough time of it, I tell you
I have
what.
always wanted to play Pachinko and I never have.
You'll get there.
I don't think it's as fun as you think it is.
It's you sit there pressing a button
It's
and
exactly
little balls fall
It's
down.
exactly what you think it is.
Yes, but like,
Pawn.
Go play Peggle.
Ooh, right. Your pawns should be on the right hand side.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It is cool when you win, or when you make something happen.
Yeah,
and
I
then
mean-
don't win.
there is something to be said for like the anticipation of like anything. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't the movie like Getting Any?
Yes.
Yeah, the guy who's like all he wants to do is bang in his car or in a car.
Yeah, that's his big thing.
He's just like, doesn't matter who it's with, doesn't matter what the car is.
Just gotta be in
Just
a
gotta
car.
bang in a car.
Go ahead, Alex.
This is a tap for luck.
Nah.
Bad
Big
luck, I
whammies,
guess.
big whammies. I mean, you don't want someone else to take it
Show
and
me
go.
potato salad.
So would potato salad be a really mixed up hand in Mahjong?
It would be a mixed up ladder. Ray Romano.
So you can see that things are progressing now a little bit smoother and quicker because you're drawing and discarding and drawing,
Okay.
and you have it in your mind what you
need.
what you want. So
What you really, really
What
want.
you want.
Yeah,
That was-
and
We
that
took
was
it
not-
2 different ways.
that was not an expression I was.
You've been to
expecting.
Japan. The rumor
ahead.
is that like pachinko places you can exchange your balls for for money around the corner.
That's
How much-
exactly correct.
It is correct?
100% correct.
Okay, so it is.
You can exchange your balls for smokes or for beer or whatever.
So it's like if you went to Dave and Buster's, but you went in the alley and got money for the
yeah,
tickets
exactly. You
instead.
took the tickets outside around the corner, and it's not on premises. You're just trading somebody's tickets. It's a selling
It's
opportunity.
just like I love spheres.
I love the idea that maybe it's just there's a guy around the corner who really wants like the giant stuffed animal, and it's just been like,
Just
come
buying.
on, come on.
It's the only place he can find the one type of stuffed animal you want.
I
Yes.
can't call a con for that.
No, you have to draw it yourself.
You have to draw yourself. When you've called the pawn and your pawn is declared, you can only add a con if you've drawn it.
Is this scam with
That keeps
Yakuza
coming up
backing?
with you.
Ooh.
I'm
You're just all about that.
I'm
my.
trying to learn the rules.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's making
that's good.
sets. Go ahead, Alex.
God.
Is it the good thing or a bad thing?
Sure is the thing.
Go, Ian.
That happens. Happens lots of time.
Yeah,
You
well,
make a decision and you live with it.
honk.
I said the number of Yakumans I could have made if I had known all of my draws
Oh no.
is so high.
I mean, that is like the
that
principle of any of
sucks.
these kind of games. The
You
next
have a
thing
Yaku no matter what.
I know, but you want to see what I just drew?
I'll fight fair though.
Okay.
As soon as you,
So if
Like-
you draw the white dragon, you can con it still.
it's like
Yeah, I
if
could.
you've been holding on to something for the entire game, as soon as you discard it, the next thing you draw will be the thing you needed to make it work.
Always. Always.
Fundamental law.
I guess.
Mm.
Do
I'm gonna have to abandon my original plan.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Wow.
I'm
Matt's
showing
getting
Does
support.
anybody notice that Matt's actually just kind of a jerk?
He's just devastating.
Yeah.
To be fair, you're winning by a lot.
Yeah, my dude. My dude.
You have twice, almost, or not quite twice.
But I'm not trying to swag on anybody.
I think
Go
Or
ahead, Alex.
maybe he's super under the table swagging. He knows how to play Mahjong.
Okay.
under the table swagging at work. That's inappropriate.
I didn't say it wasn't.
I have a question for you
Yeah.
here. Do I have a?
They call it
maybe-
pawn head.
A foopy, eh?
Yeah.
I know what you mean, but
Just from the. It's a single draw.
No.
Fudgicles.
You need,
Go.
you need
Go
one
wine.
more tile because you have.
Yeah, I'm missing a.
Well, yeah, but so because you have this set is not a complete set,
okay.
and this is not a complete set. So you want this tile.
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm looking
most.
for.
But you also can get, if you get one more, you can do this and that,
Yeah.
and get rid of this. Then.
Yeah.
So because you don't need to declare, you can use it split up.
Okay.
You just need to get the full box set.
Nope.
But yeah, you're one.
Yeah.
One. So you could finish this set and not
Nay.
and still reach.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
even if
that's
you
right.
don't get this, you can reach if you can complete this set instead. This is just if you can reach with this one, it's significantly better.
Oh, now I see that.
That's.
And just be aware that if you get this tile, you're on both of these weights. It's not a single weight.
Oh.
Because your hand is like this.
Yeah.
This is a viable or viable weight.
I must be losing.
The chat is discussing hands in real time, but you guys don't know enough about the hands to cheat because they're using the proper terminology.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Can I? Oh.
It's great because I also get to see what chat thinks of you
Only
guys.
pawns.
Yeah, only pawns. Yeah.
Only pawns.
Right.
There we are.
Why would you want to play Yakuza for Yakuza when you can play Yakuza for Mahjong?
Or the crane game.
Wait, pom pom.
Golf.
Golf.
Yeah, right. It's like playing golf in Dark Cloud or whatever.
Why would you do this? I can't believe you've done this. Go.
That hurts.
Yeah.
So, if you do change these out for not this, for not these, if you go to honor tiles or this suit, you can get this and
Yeah, I was trying to eventually go for a full suit. But
but you also can do it with half suits. Because if these are if these are honor tiles instead of a different
an actual
suit,
suit.
then you get
Oh.
Now I just feel like an idiot.
right there.
That's
Oh,
not very
okay.
kind to yourself.
Oh yeah.
You can't tell me.
That being said, there's not a lot of tiles left, so you
no.
won't have that.
Pivoting is not going to be an easy.
So-
or perhaps even possible.
Is it possible for you?
East.
East side.
West side.
You went over your square.
I know.
You can do that?
Yes, it's just that's the shape.
Hit. Dinger.
Alright, last draw.
Here's hoping.
You get to see my embarrassment.
Okay, so is anyone in tempo?
I don't
No.
know.
Reveal your hands.
Don't.
I was going for the three
Ah, Matt!
of the same
You
run.
monster.
So it's funny because he's waiting on a 7. You have all 4 of them. So here's a situation. So is no one in tempo?
No.
Okay, so no one's still because no one's in tempo. No one's going to pay.
Yay!
Are you
I
in
don't.
tempo?
I don't know.
1, 2, 3.
4-4.
5, 6, 7. Oh, you're in tempo.
Oh.
You're on 2 8s. You're on a 4 and a 9.
Okay.
Okay, so you're all gonna pay Alex 1,000. So Ian, this is a situation where you want to consider like maybe you're not in a position to win. So when he discarded this 3, what you can do is you need to give him a 1,000
yes.
points. You need to.
Thank you.
You could have considered cheeing this, so you can change your hand up a little bit, so you can chi it, such that say you chi it like this, you're now, or probably with a 1, 2, 3. Then you're sitting on a 5, 6, 7. You can get rid of one of these, and then it's like, and that lets you change your hand up a little bit. So like if you're trying to get towards tempi for the last 2 draws, you can use, even if you're not going to win with the hand, there are ways that you can like just get ready to be in a tempi hand,
get in
so that you
protection.
don't.
Yeah,
have to pay
I've
out.
yet to figure out exactly.
Alex, accidental ringer.
Well, see, my strat has just been to match tiles as well as possible, and then hope that I blunder into something that works.
We also had 1 dealer repeat, so we have to.
Alex gets the extra 100.
So no. So you keep that.
Well, that's just
Each
an
player
indicator?
pays him an extra 100. I believe this is the situation where I don't, or it's only when it. Oh, maybe it passes.
So Alex gets
No, that passes. Hold on.
3,300.
No. It's so I'm incorrect there. It actually passes to the next dealer. So take that one. So it'll be so. Alex is going to mark it on his now. He'll be next dealer.
What does rabbiting the
It's
wall
called
mean?
Honba.
Honda.
You shuffle up and do it.
So sorry, how many
Yeah.
points did Alex actually get total there?
All right. It is also 8 o'clock, so I don't know if we want to
So
play
this
one
is
more
this is
round.
East 4. So technically,
Okay.
after Alex's hand, everyone will have been dealer.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we can do. Yeah, we can
One
finish
more
it.
round.
No, yeah, like no. Thank you, Chad. I was just thinking that, and then I'm like, and then it came up, and I'm like, oh yeah, right, good. Well, we're on the same page. One more.
So Alex just got 3,000 from each player.
Just 1,000 from each player to Alex.
Yay!
Not the extra 300.
Not the extra 10. It passes. I believe the rule set I was using doesn't increase a Hondan on a no-10. Because Alex wasn't dealer. So the Hondan passes to Alex, but it doesn't increase by one.
So many errors.
That's a tournament rule specification. I think the one I'm using, which is narrow 1 international,
Four.
doesn't increase it. But that is something I will look up just in case for the future.
I was trying to go for the 3 of the same run,
Oh.
1 in each
Suit.
suit, and it just didn't happen for me.
Swag.
So triple chi,
Yeah.
mixed triple chi.
I was trying to just go for all pawn.
Make sure I didn't see what it was.
We made a square.
Yay!
Hey, good job, team.
Alex.
Let's kill the dissidents.
Roll the dice.
You get to roll.
5. So it's good.
1, 2,
It's gonna be you.
3, 4. Okay.
1, 5, and 9 are always the person who rolls.
8.
Yeah. Care on
And
the
7. Perfect.
So
7 in.
that's just
Flip
That's
the
just-
Dora.
this one.
That's
Yes.
our control.
Our Dora indicator.
Our Dora is 3 pin.
I'm sad we didn't get a wind or a dragon, so I can explain how those work.
What is the objective of the 2 rolls there?
Wait, what just happened? You drew last.
Did he?
No, she
I drew last.
I'm blind.
Oh wait.
Wait.
We
Here.
have to go in order.
It goes around.
I'm so
Okay.
I'm so confused.
I think you did that.
This.
I think you did
I
that both
did.
times.
I'm getting impatient there. Okay.
I
Alex.
just really want these.
I just
Ian.
want to draw.
Matt.
I'm so excited. I want a
4,
mahjong.
8,
1.
12.
That one.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's
No, that's Matt's. That's Matt's.
Is it? I thought he was grabbing one.
He passed one to
Four.
Ian.
Oh,
8.
I was.
12, 13,
Really
And now you draw
excited.
yours
I want
because
your-
you're first deal. There you go.
14.
Excellent.
Hit. Okay, let's see what we have to work with here.
So Alex is now east, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Northeast, southwest, and green, red, white. Or
Alex
red,
is
red.
east.
I always remember red, white, green because I'm Canadian.
What did you just call me?
It's red then white.
Alex
then
is
the
east
other
and
one.
Juliet is the sun, I believe.
Like, no. That one ends poorly.
Oh no.
Just like, man, I really want to get laid. Oh, she's hot.
That story always ends.
Oh, she
poorly.
dead. Let me just like suck on this poison here. Oh no, she was just sleeping.
Well,
You
this is
summarized the
awkward.
entire thing.
Wow.
I did. Sorry, spoilers.
I don't need to read Romeo and Juliet. Thanks.
Yeah.
Can I mulligan this?
No. There is mulligan rules in Mahjong, and we don't play them because they just make for unnecessary shuffling. So one of the in some rule sets, if you all play the same wind on the first hand, you reshuffle.
Huh, weird.
So if you go like burn north, burn north, burn north, burn north, shh, and that just means you spend a lot more time shuffling and a lot less time playing.
Okay.
And that's no fun.
Well, I think I discarded.
You definitely did discard.
Okay, then it's Ian's turn. Come on, Horner, give me your best shot.
Let's do this. Wait, that's the burnt tile on the end there. Or is that an open
This
tile?
one's for you.
This is the dead wall here.
wall of
Too
death.
shoot, too high. I gotta remember which one that one is.
Get 2 weak teenage romance that ends in 7 deaths. Because they're all stupid.
Yeah.
Well, mostly Romeo.
Oh, what
I
a
don't remember that
Romeo.
term.
No, I don't want that one.
What's CeeLo?
Let me double.
Is that the dice game?
CeeLo's
Yes.
green.
CeeLo is the dice game.
How is it spelled? Kyushu, can I? Kyushu.
Oh, dinger.
That's what I want.
Dinger?
What the balls?
Yeah, that's why I make it.
Just play Chohan. Well, I mean, one of us has to wear underpants and like squat and cheat really hard. Like in all those samurai dramas, the people playing Chohan, they're always cheating. Because it's like a really small time hustle.
Yeah.
What am I going for?
Like, here's my cup, here's my dice. They're definitely not weighted. Oh, I got chopped in half.
Oh, gee.
I mean, we could play Chohan. Well, then that's just gambling.
I mean,
So
Han.
this.
yeah, oh, that's what it's spelled.
Han, Joe,
Okay,
Han,
Kyushu Kyuhei.
Han. Joe?
I wanted to take half my shirt off here.
I don't know which one's which.
Yes. So, yes, that okay. There. So Kyushu Kenhai is if you draw 9 different honors or win tiles, like honor tiles. So like your dragons, your wins, your terminal tiles. If you have 9 different ones, you can be like, "Can we redo?" And you like reveal your hand. Again, we also don't play with that one either because again, reshuffling.
What the dick?
Just go for 13 orphans.
Okay.
It doesn't seem hard.
I had a note at home with the specifications of what the narrow one tournament rule
So
sets are.
13 orphans doesn't like.
It's-
Is it any 13 unmatched tiles?
No, it's you need specifically one of every one of every 9, one of every wind, one of every dragon, and then match one of them.
Matt, it's the other side for your.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I keep doing that.
Matt is
I'm
left-handed,
left-handed.
which is not a problem on the table I've thought of before.
Yeah.
When people want to pull to their dominant side. So
I just want to give Ian my points.
Matt, left side, cheese.
Eek.
Was that your impression of a mouse?
Sure. Got beams and struts and beams. Yeah, you're gonna run conduit. You run conduit. You knock a false hole in. Anyway, Beej isn't here to laugh at me.
I mean, I can laugh at you.
Chat's here to laugh at you.
Chat laughs at everyone. That doesn't really count.
No.
Boop boop boop.
See, now they're deep in the tank. Now they're like really thinking about the hands that they can build and.
I just need this one lucky draw. This one lucky draw.
So I'm up.
Yeah, that's how you lose a finger.
Mm-hmm.
But only the tip, right?
No, that's for the X. I'm talking about taking a loan from a shark.
Oh.
That sounds like a stupid idea.
So you mean the Yakuza? Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the only thing you should ever do to the Yakuza is smile and wave.
Yeah, the
Don't
first.
even wave.
And just like not look at them.
Yeah, just turn your head to the look. The first scoring hand we have had of this game, so for the only scoring hand, has been a Hanema.
Neat.
So I'm pretty sure you're fairly above average for winning hands.
Blind luck.
No, you built a simple hand. Like you built a simple hand, but they can points add up very quickly when you put pieces together.
Okay.
I just really want
So-
an omelet when I get back home.
I believe what they mean by wall gaming is that people are
boiled
breaking
egg.
their hands into like segments, and so that for more experienced players, but it's fine.
You don't need to do
More
that.
experienced players will be like, I see, and then when if your hands are broken up, like this, and you discard from this set, they can see it. Oh, those 4 are going to be of this suit or of this type of tile, and so
It's a way to give details of your hand that you
Unintentional.
might not want to give.
yeah.
Here, tell you what, I'll make it
I
more.
believe.
I'll make it more difficult.
Yes.
This has got to be sacrilege.
Pretty sure that is also a penalty for disrespecting the game.
Being a smart ass.
You wouldn't want to do that because if your tiles accidentally fall over, you dead hand yourself by revealing more than 5 tiles,
Yeah.
And they just like.
and you have to pay a 3,000 point penalty or 4,000 point to every player.
Well, I mean, is that before or after you die from the quick draw?
Whose turn is it?
It's mine. I'm on discard.
It's just
And you
offensive to
discard
this.
nothing.
Yep. It's just like the opening of this
Ian.
show.
Empty your mind.
And nothing.
Bye.
What's the Rinchon tile and why should we drop it?
I wasn't gonna say. So if they would.
Is it inappropriate?
No, it's because I for the most part haven't been trying to give anyone like play advice because the tiles are kind of available if you. So if you're depending on whose camera's in, it's fine. No one's looking at the monitor. Just don't look at the. Don't try to look at into the soul.
Oh, there's too much going on here
Yeah.
for me to concentrate on. Like, oh my gosh.
Don't watch the watchers.
Don't watch them, watchers. What is going on? I think it's a dumb.
First draw. This is the Rinshin tile.
What?
Man. This one here,
Okay.
I believe. Confirmation?
Is it supposed like? Does it get a timeout?
No. Leave it there. I'm just trying to confirm what he's clarifying.
Rin-chan.
Okay. I was trying to figure out what that term was earlier today to describe where you get to draw. The tile you draw is the Rinshin. Okay.
Chi.
Well, no one has drawn the Rinshin tile. They can't. Therefore, they can't drop it.
And there.
Oh, they're saying they do this. Is that what you're?
Poor K.
I'm not.
To make it more clear that you shouldn't draw from there, maybe?
Ah, interesting. I've never seen that.
Huh.
What's the impetus for people doing it that way? Just to make it clear that that's the other side of the dead wall?
Perfect.
Because otherwise it's not used in the game at all, right?
Yeah, it's on the con. I just have never really needed a reason to have an indicator for which tile to draw. You trigger the next Dora when someone declares a con. You draw the Rinshin tile and then
You discarded that?
flip
Okay.
up to. So you can have up to 4 additional Dora revealed. So there's 4 Rinshin tiles. So you can con 4 times. And we don't do a redeal on more than 4 cons either.
Yeah, you have a max of 4 Dora, right?
Max of 4 Dora.
Yeah.
Just like a Toyota Tercel.
4 Dora coupe.
Saloon.
Saloon.
this-
Yes, the coupe. The defining feature of a coupe is that it has 2 doors.
Coupe?
Correct.
5 Dora max, 4 con
Cope.
max. And if 4 cons have been declared, you actually can't declare more cons after that.
Oh, you just
Oh,
went.
because there's
wow.
more tiles to draw.
Me?
Yeah, you just went.
Yes, I just discarded that.
No,
Sega
more greed.
or-
More greed. Rewarded.
That's not the right lesson.
We don't abortive draw on after 4th con. We just max cap con draws.
Mother buzzer.
So it just locks things.
That
It just
hurt
locks
like
cons
a
out.
mother trucker.
Under narrow 1 rules, there are no abortive draws, at all. None of the abortive draw rules are in play at all, because they want to minimize reshuffling and actual redo times. So because it's for tournament play, and so you want to make sure that all the time that is being played is productive for.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And there's no real point. It doesn't really do anything.
It's like rules against slow play. It just makes the whole thing funner if you don't slow play, right?
Yeah,
Funner?
more fun.
Funner.
Funner is a perfectly valid word.
It is not.
English would like to disagree with you.
English can eat my entire ass.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you're not wrong.
English is a constantly evolving language, and those who seek to police it are usually just trying to keep down a different class of people.
What?
It's true. Like
Yeah.
just like that grammar is not correct and proper because it is spoken by people who do not go to the same schools as us.
Yeah.
Right?
It's why, if you look in I can't remember which is the current international dictionary that they use it, literally now also means figuratively.
Oh, okay. So that's not trying to keep another class down. That's just
no,
like
that is how people use the word.
Oh, I
and
know.
Because language is evolving. If people use the word to have a meaning, that's the meaning of the word.
sure, but it's devolving.
Yeah.
It's
Well, it's
Well,
changing.
what's your opinion of egregious then?
What?
Because it has two opposite meanings.
Yeah. What's the definition of egregious?
Like it's bad.
It also means good.
What?
Originally, I believe the original definition.
Well, that one
of
doesn't come up.
egregious-
But like,
But like that's the thing, right?
who's up?
I just went. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
the-
The literally being figuratively drives me insane because we now don't have a word that means literally anymore.
Wait,
I hate
literally
that.
is still a word.
Yeah, but it because
Explicitly.
it has like it
You can
means
use
both
the word
things
you can
interchangeably.
use the word explicitly.
That's not the same thing.
It means it by definition.
No,
When
it's
something is explicit, it means is exactly declared.
no, it's like not. It's not the same thing.
It has
Well, I
a
mean-
different mouthfeel.
It's definitely a different mouthfeel.
Gay used to mean exclusively happy, right? Like
Sure, but-
word shift.
But it's not an opposite.
Yeah, but
It's
like
not. It's not the word suddenly becoming the exact polar opposite of what it's supposed to
But that
be.
happens
It's
quite
really
a lot.
egregious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually I read a whole list of words in English that they all mean the both opposite ends of their
Yeah.
Oh
of
yeah,
the word.
it
There's
sucks.
There's a whole list of them.
Like there's nothing I can do about it, but it
almost
sucks.
like-
You can boycott language.
That's a great idea. I will never speak. Wait, never tweet.
Did you discard, Alex?
I did not.
You discarded that, didn't you?
Did I?
You can,
Well,
you
count
can
your
count
cows. You should have
Maybe you have
13.
4, 8. Sorry, I was raging over language. 4, 8,
You have 13.
13. All right, discard. 2 is the discard.
double plus on good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just now that we have to find another word for.
Yeah.
literally.
And it's like, what's that word gonna be? Like, what word would you use to mean literally when you really actually mean it?
So the definition of explicit, as put in the chat, is stated clearly and leaving no room for confusion or doubt.
I guess. At least until people start
Did you
being like,
discard?
"Yeah,
Okay.
I was explicitly exploding last night. then I will throttle them.
Literally, explicitly exploding, which probably has really terrible medical connotations.
Yeah.
Inflammable in this context, meaning flammable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah.
Ugh.
It was really inflamed, you know.
I mean, that the flammable thing isn't like a shift over time. That's just like a misunderstanding.
Yeah, it's a
of-
weird one.
but that's what makes it a misunderstanding over time.
Yeah.
Well, but it's like how two different scientific things kind
Oh,
of bump into
Yeah,
each other.
it bugs me because within my lifetime, it gained a dual
Go ahead,
opposite
Alex.
nature.
Apparently, there's a term for that. Antigenims.
Yeah.
A term for a word that is its own opposite.
Oh, so links.
What? Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
You can't make me.
Now, hey, listen.
Oh,
Contronym?
Contronym.
Whoa!
That's a good word.
That is a good word.
Like, the reason why egregious doesn't bother you is because it didn't happen during your lifetime.
Yeah, I think so.
When did it happen?
In the 50s?
Before. Yeah. Was it the 50s?
Probably.
Well, and like names change gender all the
Thanks.
time.
That's still not the same
Not
thing.
giving you much choice there.
Yeah, like Meredith. Meredith is an explicitly male name in Russia. Not over here, though.
Here, it's literally a middle name. Also, this is exactly the type of talk that happens when you play Mahjong. You get into a conversation, and the game just continues because the game talk doesn't have to be even remotely related.
Yeah. Once we know the rules, we don't have to think about it. As
Yeah,
hard.
you just sort of playing because you have a thing you're doing in your head, and you don't want to talk about the state of the game because it's giving information to your opponents.
Yeah.
So you talk about something else and have a good time.
Especially late game, you're probably just waiting on 1 or 2 tiles anyway.
Yeah, you're trying to like, or make your weight slightly better, or make your hand slightly worth a little bit more.
It's the
Calling out
There's an interesting question of like how far back in time you can go before English or whatever language would be basically incomprehensible due to
Yeah.
all the changes that have happened
I
over
think
time.
the other reason is that the word literally changed because people were being cute with it.
People
due
are
to
cute with stuff all the
hyperbole.
time.
No, but like that's, it's not that.
I'm literally dying right now.
Yeah, right.
We memed too hard.
You meme too hard.
Yeah.
It's not even a meme. It's just like
It literally is a meme.
Andre,
Yep.
can I come look at my hand?
It's crying wolf.
man, I'm gonna have so many people to block
You
on
tell me
Twitter
what you think
after this.
you're building towards.
Like when I was on the paper fight, and I was like, oh man, people are gonna come on my Twitter and tell me to feed all the creatures, and people did. And I was like, you made this so easy. Just like block, you're an idiot.
So this
You
one
did bait
is
them.
the
Yeah, it's
exact
baited.
same
It's just like
So that's like,
Oh,
but what you're closer to is this one.
okay.
I'm
Oh,
I'm
well, 'cause
working
I-
on
So in that case,
being
you've
at
got
least
this,
enough of an asshole
this,
that I can
and then
do
you
that.
need that tile.
You're working towards
Right.
being an asshole?
Well, maybe
So that just puts
any
you at one.
okay,
So you
anything
can-
that
you
doesn't
can-
What about this
like
one?
that's just an extra one. You
fully
only need, you
consider
only need these
people's
three. So
feelings
this is just
feels like
an
being
extra
an
one
asshole
there.
to me, but
So right now you're sitting.
I
at
think I
this
realized
one.
that I don't
Okay,
consider my
that's
own
good.
feelings.
Because as soon as you get rid of
either.
that,
Yep.
right?
So maybe I'm just
Or is that-
not
is that-
suffering
okay, so-
fools.
That's good. That's
But-
my discard.
So you're sitting at this one,
Yeah.
but you're also one from this one, and then you also can potentially change to that, but I wouldn't because you're sitting on this one.
Okay, so I'm sitting on this one.
On this one right now, and you're very close to this one.
Right.
And if you stay concealed, it's worth an extra one. So this one's worth 2 if it stays concealed, plus a third
All
one.
right.
now.
So I need to change. So I need to change this
you-
to this.
You're looking for this number in this suit, but ideally it's better to draw it. But you can still call it if it happens.
Yes. Okay. All right.
And then you still need to make a head tile, which can just be any single tile if you find it.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
These chairs just want to
broke
fly
it.
back.
All right.
You broke the entire thing,
Let
Andre.
me just push those lands up just a little bit. Okay, aesthetically pleasing now.
Okay. But could I just be like, Baba? Can I?
What?
Can I just be like, no, I'm gonna do this, or should I wait and try to maximize my score and go for the greed mode?
I mean, that's
Well, that's
perfectly up to you.
right?
That's your decision of whether you want to build it faster or for more points.
It's like gambling.
Considering no one is like very few
Also, remember you can only
actually hands
do
have been
cheese from your
completed.
left.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Okay.
All right.
Big
Go
cheese
ahead,
from the
Alex.
Brie or cheddar?
Oh, brie. All day, every day.
Brie Larson.
No, that being said, a nice apple smoked cheddar
Oh, I do enjoy that.
is really good. And if we're not cooking the brie, I would generally take a nice apple smoked
If you
cheddar
could get
over that.
a baked brie in like a Contigo cup,
What's a
just
Contigo
a
cup?
pint of hot
Pint
brie
of-
that I
that's
just
so
suck
gross.
down.
That's disgusting.
Oh man.
I'm in.
Yeah, but you cook in you toast some nuts, and then you add a little bit of a
Dried
sweet
fruit,
topping.
like some
Yeah,
figs.
cook it all together. Oh, it's so
Yeah,
good.
Yep.
Okay, Ian, I've got one for you. How about just like a bucket of melted cheese and you get a whole ham?
Did I tell you about the burger that they made in Japan that I desperately want to try to make myself?
No.
It's a
Go ahead,
it's a
Alex.
good burger, standard quarter pounder with some tomato cheese on top and a little
Okay,
bacon.
all right.
Except replace the buns with a wheel of brie that has been sliced in half.
That's messed up.
Oh,
It's the ultimate keto feast.
so wow. So I hear you don't have enough calories in your diet. Well, let me fix that.
You want to eat one meal for the week.
I very fondly remember a video, like it was like a tourism video or something they showed us in German class in high school.
Yeah.
I think it was of just people taking like a giant wheel of cheese, cutting it in half and like toasting the thing. And
Oh
then,
yeah,
like,
and you scrape it.
and then scraping it and putting it on bread.
That looked really good.
I was like, man, I gotta get into that. I gotta try that sometime.
Yeah.
Fried provolone instead of the brie.
Yeah. Oh no, I should have gone for that.
Fried
Nah.
provolone.
But you were just too cheese-headed about it at the time?
I think he was making a joke
I think you missed it.
about cheese heads.
No.
Whoa. Let's not insult cheese.
I've been talking game the whole time.
Okay, we've now made Tetris. Only it's Tetris that's exploding. Okay, Tetris, only they come in from all sides.
Ooh.
And you like form it in the center.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that game exists.
And like it
Four-dimensional
implodes.
I can't imagine
That's
that there's
Katamari.
like some variation of Tetris that hasn't been made yet.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh, my
my God.
goodness.
Yeah.
Rassolette.
Oh, raclette.
Raclette?
Raclette.
Raclette. I
Yep.
thought it was rassolette.
Why
Yeah,
does it
you
look
used-
like a cheese shell full of mustard?
It's like you get a wheel of cheese, cut into it. There's no cheese inside. It's just mustard all the way
Ew.
through.
The honey
Dried mustard?
mustard.
Oh no, that's
So-
not.
Go, Alex.
Yeah.
For my first practicum, I teach biology, and one of my things I was constantly doing was just ruining a lot of the kids' perceptions of
Oh, I hecked up.
things that
Mother
exist in life. So, for example, most nuts aren't actually nuts, and most berries, like strawberries, raspberries, aren't actually berries. They're aggregate fruits. Tomatoes are berries, and one of them is that there's a certain type of cheese that is made from mites.
Oh wait, are we? It's
I
not
know the one.
Kasumarzu, is it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's made from the mites growing in the cheese, and
I don't want
Yeah,
that.
they process the cheese.
and
themselves.
the quality of the cheese is defined, and like what you can eat is defined on the mites per square inch.
I thought that one was illegal.
It's
That's
not
a
illegal.
bad phrase.
It's not. Meg, it's not mites. Yes. So it's not illegal, but it's like if the threshold is too high, it can't be imported into Canada.
So,
Gross.
hey, Andre, I feel like the game is wrapping up, so this is like my time to be like, I got something.
Go for it.
So how do I do this? Am I like, yeah? I'm gonna,
So if you're in 10 one tile you can win.
I mean, I like you said I had a thing, right?
Yeah. So
So-
I'll come make
You're
sure
gonna want
that
to use this stick.
So if you just need one tile.
It's gonna reach.
Any
Okay.
one of these tiles, I
Yeah.
guess.
So the tile you're waiting for is just this one, right? So you're on
Yeah.
a single weight.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you reach each. So you put a 1,000,
Ha!
and you put your discard. The card that you discard, you put sideways.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you actually you actually reach on your discard, not on
Oh.
your. So you draw, because you have to do it on your turn. So you draw, and then you say reach, and you discard, and now you're just winning.
Oh,
Wait, can
So
you?
yes, so you won't be able to get the bonus for if you win on the first turn. After you reach, you get an extra Yaku.
Okay.
So you won't be able to do that.
Does something special happen if you pawn off their Ricci?
No.
Okay. Because that's what Ian just did.
Okay.
Yes.
And you have to
Now, when you
discard
make
it.
your next
yeah,
discard,
that's
put it sideways to indicate you're still in reach.
That was the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it
Yeah.
again.
So when she makes
Alright,
her
so
next discard,
out.
she has to. She's still reaching. She can't change her hand. But yeah. So let's call it Ipatsu. You lose Ipatsu. It's just a bonus thing you can get. So
Neat.
Ipatsu denied.
Why is everybody freaked out about figs?
Big.
Because figs are made from a wasp dying in the inside pit.
I beg your
What?
pardon?
Yeah, but wasps, a wasp.
There's a whole
In
King
every
Gizzard
fig.
song about it. It's called
Every
Big
single
Fig
fig.
Wasp.
That's they climb inside, they pollinate it, and then they die, and then their bodies used to make the part of the fruit.
Every fig?
Every fig.
What?
I don't want to eat figs anymore.
They're so tasty, though.
That's why they said don't talk about figs, but you asked.
No wonder Jesus got so pissed off at that tree.
It didn't have enough figs.
Enough figs. There wasn't enough. Probably there wasn't enough wasps around.
All right, go ahead, Alex.
So put your discard sideways.
All right, yeah.
It's just
So
because someone's-
upset right now.
Figs are just little wasp.
Figs are
foods.
not vegan. They are a fruit that is
Technically,
not
no.
vegan because a wasp has to
Wow.
die for it. This was another thing I told my
I
students.
mean, wasps are terrible, so like, although not all wasps
Do
are
vegans
bad.
care about
wasps?
Well,
Yeah.
no, insects.
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
It's any animal.
I mean,
But they're not animals.
I
They
imagine
fall
it
in Kingdom
depends.
Animalia. They are animals.
Yeah.
I imagine it depends on the.
But
particular
vegans don't
region.
even eat like eggs, and it doesn't actually hurt the chicken to lay the egg. Chickens lay eggs anyhow, right?
There's a lot of people who are getting sad in chat right now because of this
They-
new fig knowledge.
I think I'm in Tenkaichi.
I think we're done. I
think-
here, right? That was the
Yeah.
I
last round.
think I'm queasy.
But yeah, the like.
Oh yeah, so that is in fact the last draw.
Yep.
So you can reveal, and you're
So I thought for the last hand I would go maximum greed and try to.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
It's
If I-
not as close as it looks.
no, but you're close to Choitutsu with honors, which is also Yakuman.
Oh, okay.
So you can do it with pairs, the 7 pairs in just all honors tiles is also a Yakuman. So it's another way of. So you,
I think I did okay.
that's really cool. I haven't seen this one.
I
pulled up
believe
before.
I have Sanshoku Dujon.
It probably.
Sanjoku Dijon is what it sounds.
Dijon.
So mixed double cheat. Yeah. So this is double cheat.
I
here.
got that as well, but
Yeah.
I have the Sandoku Dujon.
So interesting. This is a situation where because you can't. So you can qualify for multiples, but you can't pull out of. So you can't get double cheat and mixed triple cheat. So you have to declare as one of them. So
Whatever pays for higher.
if your hand is closed, the mixed triple cheat closed counts for 2, whereas
Yeah.
double cheat would be 1. So
So because it's an open hand, they're both the same. Right?
yeah. So because I know it was an open hand, yeah.
I'll go for the mixed
actually,
triple
because
cheat.
your hand is open, you actually can't get the double cheat. Double cheat is only pure double cheat is only
yeah.
a closed hand.
Can I briefly subscribe chicken facts? Do they lay eggs whether they like to or not?
I think it's kind of like menstruation for a chicken.
Yeah. Only the fertilized eggs hatch.
As with a lot of farmyard things, we've
I-
messed with them a lot.
So now they just sort of do it.
I'm under the impression
they
that
didn't do that before?
that double chi and mixed trip like Sanshoku Dojin and Ilopeko are not stackable. So I will look into that one later tonight.
Like either way, Il Paiku is a closed hand, and I don't have.
Yeah, and your hand is open, so you couldn't claim it anyways.
So I have a.
And you're on your north, so you were on
Yeah.
your. No, you're on north.
Yeah,
You're in north.
I'm on
he's-
south.
You're on south.
You're on
So
south.
you weren't currently on.
I got nothing.
You had nothing right now.
Oh.
I got nothing.
You're are you in Tempai though? 3, 4. You're in Tempai, but you don't have a hand you could
Actually, go out.
go out on. So you could reach this if you were closed,
Oh, wait.
or you could go off on like the last tile or something.
That's why I grabbed this, was just to get myself in a Tempai situation.
Yeah. So like he's in Tempai, but so you wouldn't pay. You're not actually in Tempai, so you have to pay.
I'm in tempai.
You're in Tempai. You're a Richi. So you actually
With the
would
table?
stay with this because we're not going to play another round here.
No.
And
I
then
have a hand.
and you're in Tempai. So you would pay each of them, or sorry, Alex, you pay each of them 1,000 points.
This one?
Yeah.
You give them 1 each, and Alex goes down 3,000.
Hi.
Delicious.
Hi.
Alex goes down 2,000.
Everyone else
So
gains.
dealer is no 10, which means that the dealer is not in Tempai. So the hand would pass on. He would get his point back. Alex or Kathleen's Ricci would pass to the dealer. It just stays into the next, basically the pot, and then Ian would make a marker for the no hand, and then you'd continue with one dealer repeat and an extra Ricci stick sort of in the wait. So, but
In
at
the
the
zone.
end, yeah, we're waiting for the next pile. But I think that's the end of the East round. So this round, if you kept playing, it would now be the South table round, and you would, now South. Anyone could go off on South as a Yakuhai, and then also your seat wind, with
Yes.
East being dealer and going around the table.
Somebody in chat was like, "Does Alex still win?" Yes, Alex still
Alex
wins.
still will win
Again.
from
I
the.
win,
From that one hand.
I
Just
don't
for
lose,
points.
I win.
It's 8:30, so I think we're gonna call our stream here.
Absolutely.
But before we get to that, let's thank Andre so much for not only bringing a Mahjong set and a Mahjong table that he made himself, but very patiently teaching us how to play Mahjong. Thank you so much.
I love playing Mahjong, so I'm just super happy that more people want to try it. So
Yeah, we'll probably have to do this again.
I'm
Here we go.
absolutely always available.
That's
Absolute pleasure
there you
having
go.
Yeah, this was
That's
fantastic.
like good shit.
You forgot to pick a 14 tiles to make a valid hand. So now you're in 10 point, but you didn't actually have a.
Which one am I missing?
Well, you need to make a paired tile to go. You need 14 tiles.
What's the hardest, like the best pair?
I mean, that's up to you.
As long as
This
it's
says a lot about you as a person.
Void.
So we're going to call the stream there at that. Thank you, everyone, for watching here on AFK today. It's been an absolute pleasure having all of you in the chat, all of you who were there, who were just chatting, those of you who are just hanging out and watching us. We appreciate each and every one of you. That said, we do want to thank those of you who've chosen to show your support by subscribing here at twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun. And of course, if you're watching this on the VOD, you're watching this over at youtube.com/loadingreadylive. Check out the other one that you're not doing right now. Paul, who are our lovely subscribers today?
Starting with...
Me starting or you starting?
You starting.
Me? Okay. Bander Bear 91 for 22 months. Thank you.
Look at that, Alex. Your emo gets to be the advancing phase.
Ooh, because you won.
Yep.
Yeah. Big thanks to VM Kid for 56 months with soap.
Mirk with 56 months. Thank you.
I didn't know I had an emote. Torvindi for 33 months.
We all
Welcome
have emotes. Oh, that's me. H. Queso has been here for 65 months. Thank you very much.
Oh, dang. And also, damn, I am pretty
It's
for 45 months.
Thank you to the one called Stu for 52 months. That's a year in months.
Dealing into Grand Lama Q's hand for 61 months.
It's Chip Missile for 28 months. Duck.
Hey, what about Drunk Owl? They've been here for 6 months.
Richie for Crash ZXS for 62 months.
Thank you to Daily Arch, 21 months under your belt.
Awarding a Chombo penalty to Freckaswell for 72 months.
Wow.
A lot of points.
Playmaster 5000 for 25 months.
Hey, it's Catalef, who's been here for 3 months. Woo!
Sananku to Deathly Placebo for 23 months.
Using a brand new suit, the Omega Platinum suit. You've been in the game for 28 months. Thank you.
They pulled a 1 in 7 million chance for a Tenho by a tiny space marine. Took them 58 months.
Mr. Hush for 18 months.
Hey, what about Pondering Elephant? They've been here for 71 amazing months. Thank
A
you.
long time to ponder.
Yeah.
Rulisiu to Ike Solotl for 22 months. Thank you.
It's not as much Yaku as Dr. Clayton, PhD. 9 months. Thank you.
And Burger Tariff as had a Mongin hen, 31 months.
Bartlett 96. Mahjong joke. 7 months.
I'm going to call pawn when I see Reeser 6, Super Dude 97, Sword Oath, Surasai Kosexi, and Space Turbulence, who are all given subs by Bob the Ninja Goldfish. Thank you very much. Enjoy your subs.
Enchanta to Durgar, a new subscriber. Thank you for joining us.
I just want to thank the Scratch Monkey for those 12 months. That's a full real year, and thank you.
And Azira Fella Shop, I have no idea how to pronounce that correctly, for 31 months.
Sounds great.
Kaz1291 for 9 months. Welcome back.
Oh boy, it's Jockelhop1234, who's been here for 70 months.
And Chan Khan to the 1600 bits from Blackblade, I Am Clockwork, Trident 042, Type 1, Banrael, Jeff Shoes, Red Shoes Jeff, and Discordian Talkin. Thank you.
For those bits.
The bits, the
bits,
bits,
the bits.
All right, well, that draws today's programming day to a close, but we have more shows here on the Mighty Loading Ready Live, starting with tomorrow at 1 p.m. It's Checkpoint Plus.
With
Video
her,
game
probably.
news, rolling right into LRRMTG, where they play that Magic the Gathering, specifically James and Adam doing it this time. And of course, we're rolling back into the long game. It's time for more Betrayal Legacy with the Loud Boys and friends. And of course, on Friday, it's the return, as always, of the Friday Night Paper Fight, this time with Popper. Which
And
That was
it's
good.
me and James and Nelson, and I don't remember who that. It's Jeremy Petter.
yes, the return.
Oh, yeah, he's back on the island and he's here
And,
to.
and then he's immediately re-upping for content.
Yeah.
Do you know what you're planning on playing yet?
I do. I have most of my deck together. I just need to borrow a couple cards.
Affordability. All right, that'll take us into Saturday, where Adam's Game House will return to the world of Persona 5. He's enjoying the heck out of that, isn't
It's
he?
such a good game.
I really need to look into that once I've got some time.
You'd like it.
I probably would. And on Sunday, we'll be back with Dice Throw. No, Saturday still has a bonus AFK.
This is
Yes.
a very special bonus AFK that we are doing because we got contacted by the people doing Dice Throne. They have a Kickstarter going on. And so we are going to be doing a special sponsored stream to promote that in their last few days. Not that they need our help. They're like 10 times their their requested amount
Dang.
so
But
far.
if you've been on the fence about it or you know nothing, watch along and find out. You might be interested in a brand new game. That's at 4 p.m. Pacific on Saturday.
It's a pretty amazing game.
Yeah, Dice Throne. So yeah, and Dice Throne Adventures it's like a board game cooperative version of Dice Throne. It sounds really neat.
And then Beej will return to the hot seat with the Play It Forward streams. He's still running through Shadowrun Hong Kong, ever forward, never stopping. And on Sunday, we'll continue the running, but slightly shinier and on a different platform with Rhythm Cafe. We're still playing Runner 2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien. And then Beej comes back into the room and continues running, never stopping.
But big news!
Ooh.
Monday, Dice Friends returns with a brand new campaign in a brand new setting with a returning DM. It's going to be Dale.
Oh.
The game is going to be Paranoia.
Woo!
The players are going to be myself, Jacob, Kathleen, Beej, and Adam.
That's
Is that
5
right?
players.
Then
That's
that's
5 players.
too many players.
I don't think Beej is.
There is a
Now we got
Some
to
of
check.
those
some
people-
combination of those people will be playing Dice
Yes,
Friends.
Jacob is playing. Dale is DMing. Jacob is playing. So, I
Yeah.
mean, really, does anybody care about the other 3 people at the table?
Wow.
Absolutely not.
Fucking-
We are
No, they
here for
don't.
fillers.
No.
Yeah,
I don't even care that I'm there.
I was hoping you were just sort of handing out the seats right now, and I'm like, oh, maybe one will fall on me.
Oh, here's the
Just get in with Dale. Yeah.
documental time.
Yes, please.
So lots of cool stuff coming up on the Loading Ready Run stream, as well as fun stuff if you check out our YouTube channel with there's new crop shots on our new Sick Rips series.
Ooh.
The first one of that has come up just now too. So
And don't forget, we've still got subs open on the YouTube as well.
that's where you want to hang out.
If you want to give us your hard-earned support there, that's also appreciated. And finally, we want to remind you that this show is brought to you by you, but also by at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun, but also by Wormwood Gaming, makers of fine gaming usage with the bones of trees and the skins of beasts.
Why do you do that?
Because
Ian
if I
has
don't,
to.
Adam will not love me anymore.
He doesn't love you anyway. Oh, I'm sorry you had to find out like this.
And on that bombshell, thank you so much for joining us here at AFK.
If I may, just before we go out, show you 2 vast and trunkless legs of Mahjong tiles. Come on, that's clever shit!
Oh, that's really.
What does the little sign say
Wait,
beside
is that Ponzi Manzeus? Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.